I'm pushing the button. We're live, so welcome to Saturday Night Gaming with myself, I'm not Rob Bob, I'm Mark W, and I have on the phone Mr. Rob Bob. Hello, Rob Bob.
Hello.
Rob Bob is all the way over Discord. He's talking to us from. Tonight we're playing what you see here. This is a game called Warsim. And as you can see, it kind of has text-based graphics. Look at this beautiful face right here. I just heard a lot of good things about this game, and I first heard of it actually when the maker of this game was apparently a guy named, I don't know how you say that first name, I guess Hugh Millward. He came over to the subreddit called BBS, RBBS, where people talk about old school BBS stuff, including games like Lord, which, if you know my channel, I'm a fan of. And he said that he's been making a game that people have been saying resembles a BBS game, so he was interested in learning about BBS. But anyway, this is his game. It's not a BBS game, it just kind of resembles one. It's not an online game, so it's not multiplayer. It's not online in any form. It's single player, as far as I'm aware. But apparently it's pretty deep and neat and fun and interesting and all that good stuff. And I like games of this style, so I thought I would try it tonight. This is a Windows-only game that you can get on Steam for about $8 when there's no sale. And I'm playing it on a Mac actually, but I'm using Crossover to play it, which is basically a wrapper of Wine. Wine stands for Windows is not an emulator, but no, I'm sorry, it stands for Wine is not an emulator. So you can play Windows apps using Wine on Mac or Mac OS or Linux, but it stands for Wine is not an emulator. It's one of those recursive acronyms. Anyway, not sure what else to say about this. I haven't played it yet. I kind of started the game, and it gives you almost like a questionnaire of things like how was your how did you become king and things like that, or what's your title. I made my title like Fart Lord or something because I thought that was funny, but I haven't really dug into the game yet. So we're gonna do that tonight, and Rob Bob and I are gonna together make choices. And you guys, if anybody's out there watching, you're welcome to shout out Peanut Gallery style what you would like us to do, because it's going to be a lot of prompts. Like, this is just the main menu, but it's basically going to be like this. Do you want to, attack the country next to you, or do you want to, you want to farm more? I don't even know exactly what to expect, but you're running a kingdom, and it's dangerous out there. So that's about it. Hey, Ryan is here, guys. Our regular Ryan never misses a stream except when he has to go to sleep. How's it going tonight, Ryan? I actually, I'm going to go through. It's a bit of a lot of text to start with, and we're going to go through it together, though. We're going to slog through it, but let's first take a glance at the options and settings just for fun. Options and settings. Disable ASCII. What does that even do then?
It's the part at the top, maybe?
Maybe that's the thing, because really this is, well, ASCII typically just means character. It might not strictly be ASCII. It might be UTF-8, but anyway, whatever. It can set full screen. You can mute the music or sound, disable animations. There's a special death sound system. This might be the only game that has a dedicated sound system to death. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so apparently there's an experimental system for having the in-battle death sound simulated so that each dead unit in battle gets a death sound. Okay, I'm not even going to look at this. There's so much to this game that you could spend forever just figuring out how to play and like looking at all the options. Ryan says, good, going good. How are you guys? I had a good day. How about you, Rob Bob?
Yeah, I had a good day.
The best thing that happens to me today are, one, I actually repaired successfully a Vectrex, and it is working and in good order, as far as my tests can tell me anyway. I replaced one of the chips in it. I had diagnosed it properly, which is something amazing for me because I wasn't really good at doing that before. Another cool thing that happened was my wife made an awesome steak dinner, and another thing that happened was I went to my local game store called East End Gamings. This is almost like a plug, and they had a raffle. I brought Rob Bob there once, by the way. They had a raffle just to drum up interest. They're really engaged with their customers, and they like to have a lot of fun contests and stuff. Anyway, I won a t-shirt in a raffle. So that was the 3 fun things that happened to me today. All right. Let's not look at this setting screen anymore, I don't think. Anything awesome happened to you, Ryan and Rob Bob?
Um, not really. Went
Not
to
really.
the cat cafe
Oh, he went to the
place,
cat cafe.
but we're just there to see if we didn't actually stay there. We just went to see if I could do the volunteer stuff there.
Right.
And they
Cool.
said no because they apparently are for profit.
Okay, that makes sense. Random. This is good stuff. Random generators. I don't even know if I want to dig into this. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, so the game has random generators, obviously. Like, when you start the game, it'll ask you for your name, you type it in, or you can have it randomly generate you one. And I guess this menu here just lets you play with all the generators. Thank you message. Here's a thank you message. This is what the author looks like, I suppose. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this game is from, I think, 2017 when it was released. But he started it in 2015. Ryan says, sorry?
I was gonna say in the year 215.
Yeah, it's that old. It's that old. Okay, face maker. Yeah, a lot of tools and all kind of things. I don't want to get too into because we're going to spend a lot of time just reading how to play together. But Ryan says, if World War III breaks out, will you still stream, Mark? I might be streaming the horrors of living in World War III, but I don't think that's going to happen. It is unfortunate what's going on in Ukraine, though. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Anyway, let's start a new game. Here's some people. This guy has 3 eyes, I think. I think this guy might be a goblin or a vampire. I don't know. And this might be the Incredible Hulk after his face got pummeled a few too many times. He has fangs, so maybe he's a vampire too. Okay, here you decide what your world will look like. The choice completely shapes the game, so choose wisely. You can choose random races, pull from a list of 94,887,852 races to make a unique world.
A lot.
Select races. Choose the races who will occupy your world. Completely custom game. Preset race packs. Let's do that. Let's try to keep things as preset and simple as possible because we're learning. Or return to menu. I'm going to go with preset race packs. So these are the races of creatures and humans and whatever that occupy our world for the purpose of this game, this specific game. So we can have humans only, creature races, procedurally generated beast races, everything but wizard races, undead races only for a ghoulish world, orcs, goblins, and green things, token-like races, so orcs, elves, dwarves, goblins, and so on. Warsim originals races that were invented for this game, Warsim. Wizard races, insignificant mortal, only typically strong races. Typically civils, the races that are more civilized. Typically savage, which is the opposite, I guess. No creature races. This is crazy. Elder Scrolls, please don't sue me, Bethesda. Halloween, spooky races, everything. Greek mythology, wow. So I want to keep things pretty basic, although you can go pretty wild, as you can see. I don't know, what about like token-like races? That would be pretty basic, right? I wonder if humans are even included there. I think they probably would be. Shall we do that? Token-like races? Bob?
Sure.
Okay. Token-like races. Keep it simple for now, and nothing crazily unfamiliar to us, basically. And Ryan says, depending on how World War III goes, you can switch your show to Mark W. and Comrade Vladimir Bob. Exactly. Time limit. Choose how long you wish your game to run for. Anything other than no time limit lets you see what became of your kingdom after your death. No matter what you choose, you always have the option to continue playing beyond the time limit if you wish. Alright, shall I do very short?
So, this is after your death? Like...
I think this means you die at the time limit, and then I don't know, the game ends then, but you can keep playing if you want. It'll tell you how you did and give you like a score or some kind of evaluation, and then you can keep going if you want.
Okay.
Let me slide this text over a tiny bit there. I thought the left was getting cut off there. That's a little better. Why don't we go with very short? I'm inclined to keep everything as straightforward as possible because I know this game is so configurable. As I mentioned, you could have 92 million races or whatever. So and everything. I think we'll keep it as focused and lean and mean as possible for this first game. I think. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Choose the music you would like to play during the game. This will play most of the game, but you can change it anytime in game by heading to the settings menu. Yeah, blah blah blah. Let's do the current music. You can probably hear it lightly in the background. It's just kind of like this ominous right now. Um, I don't think the music makes a heck of a, I don't think the audio is too important to this game. It should be a king, a queen, or something else. And Ryan says, is in Soviet Russia, Vectrex play with you? Yeah, I'm going to get all my Vectrexes working by the time World War III happens. Okay, let's be king. Make your own name or a random name. Random name. King Bolag the Worm-like. That sounds good. I like being worm-like. What do you think?
I think that's a good name.
All right. We're going to be Bolag the Worm-like. Do you want to make your own kingdom or have one randomly generated? I think either random or the default. What do you think?
Default.
Yeah, it's the default. The kingdom Aslona. As you can see, the guy on the right, his crown is very small. Okay, so
and he's dead.
Easier, yeah, he's dead actually. And the hard guy is only half dead. He's got the X in one eye. So I guess you have a bigger crown the easier you play. Is Yakov Smirnov still around? I don't know. Did he die, Ryan? Choose your difficulty. Casual. We should probably go with casual at first, I think, or easy. Maybe easy if we're feeling a little bit.
Yeah, casual or easy, I think.
Normal, hard, solid, or insane. The definition of insane is you're screwed. And notice they don't even have a picture for insane because that's just too wild to even depict. You would lose your mind if you looked at what are the differences between difficulties. The difficulty choice in Warsim affects the game in many ways. Chiefly, the difficulty affects the resources you are given at the start of the game. For example, casual mode grants you 5,000 peasants at the game's start. The solid mode gives you only 100. Easier difficulties also set your kingdom laws to easier defaults and set your starting rows, trade post, and throne room to be upgraded to a much better level from the get-go. Difficulty also increases or decreases the recruiting strength of all other factions in the game and makes kingdoms you discover once defeating the first few much bigger. Alright, so if you're unsure, try one of the easier difficulties to begin with. You can always start a new game and there are infinite games save slots. Sure. Alright, shall we just do casual? We'll start with casual. Casual mode. You are the renowned ruler of the great and powerful great and powerful kingdom of Aslona, fighting against the little rebellion of Faradal the Kinslayer and the hordes of bandits loyal to Fëanor, overlord of the bandit horde, as well as several minor bandit gangs who pester your lands. The world is vast and complex. There is much to see and do, and little time to waste, from the fabled ancient lands to the blood-soaked arena. These lands call to be united under the flag of Aslona. Ryan says, wow, funny I mentioned him. He's actually Ukrainian, still around and he's a comedy coach for stand-ups now. Okay. It's generating stuff now. Look at this. Randomly generating independent kingdoms. It said something about goblins. That's doing each kingdom now. There's 3. Land of Eldritch Men is number 3. Is there another one coming? 4. Holy Plateau of Halflings or something? First Ogre Tribe, Blood Banner Tribal Council Antlers, Humgratz Dominus, Land of the Eldritch Men Sub-Captains, Holy Plateau Halfling Kingdom. These names are a mouthful. I'm just trying to spit them out as fast as possible because it goes very fast. Alright, so you can see this is a pretty potentially vast game.
It could be, there's a lot of variation, I guess.
Yeah. That's always one thing that, it's almost like NetHack. When you don't have to worry about graphics and sound for everything, you have a lot of room to just put a lot of stuff in a game. Because right? If I wanted to make a new creature and say NetHack, I can come up with all the stats and special cases and things like that. But I don't have to make a 3D model that takes a week.
All you need to do is pick a letter.
Seizure warning, says Ryan. Okay. The world is full of mystery and wonder. There are many people in this world. They are men, hill ogres, damned plateau orcs, eldritch men, holy plateau halflings. I like that one. Cursed ogres, goblins, and demons. The annals of history, not the annals, the annals of history remember well your rise to the throne. How did it happen? Okay, so we can choose how we became king. What event transpired that led us to becoming king? The one time I played this, and again, I only kind of went through this intro stuff, I think I said leave it up to fate, and what happened was, is it actually here? I don't know. No, it's not here. What happened was it said that there was a big event in an arena or a coliseum, and everybody died, including the king and like several people under him. Maybe it was even like 10 or 20 people. Like next, and that was like the 21st or something in the line of succession. So I became the king that way. It was all due to a fire. Let's see what we can do though. Previous ruler assassinated. Previous died of old age. Previous ruler turned mad and was jailed. I won the throne in a bet with the previous ruler. Ryan said he likes the ASCII art. Cool, I like the ASCII art too. I'm a bandit warlord and took the throne with my bandit army. I stole the throne. By the way, Ryan or anybody else in the chat, feel free to call out a number if you want me to choose it. I stole the throne. This is number 6. I'll read off the numbers too to help with that. Number 6, I stole the throne with demonic trickery to serve the overlord. 7, I pulled a fabled sword from a stone. Where have I heard that before? 8, my father's village elder and inherited. Okay, I think they have an extra word here. My father's. Okay, probably my father's. Oh, okay. I'm the one who's not reading. I'm the one not reading it correctly. Sorry. My father's a village elder and inherited the throne by accident. 9, my enslaved forces were able to overthrow the previous ruler. 10, I won the throne in a tournament to find the new ruler by strength. 11, I led a slave revolt and overthrew the slavers who ruled. 12, it's a long story, or 13, leave it up to fate. Ryan says, number 3, that's how Rob Bob will eventually take your stream. I will turn mad and get jailed. Hey Arturo, how's it going? Arturo says, I stole the throne with demonic trickery to serve the overlord.
I say 13.
13, leave it to fate.
Yeah.
We have 3 different votes here. I guess I'm going to be the tiebreaker. Leave it to fate. Or this one or this one. Okay, I'm going to go with leave it to fate too. Maybe we'll get a nice surprise. Those who ruled before were gatekeepers. Oh, it looks like sword in the stone right here. Stewards for the one chosen to rule. The person who could pull the fabled sword of Aslona from the stone. You were born a commoner on the outskirts, but a dream told you to seek the stone and try. You approached the guards who were protecting it, and they laughed and let you try. They weren't laughing when you bowled it out. +5 public opinion due to your origin. Oh, cool. So I have people like me just because I had such a cool story. It wasn't like I was a scumbag. Sorry?
Because you're just a commoner, you like them.
I'm a commoner like them, and I pulled off a cool thing, basically. So I'm like, I kind of have this heroic mystique about me. You are invited to the royal crowning ceremony where you can learn of your newly inherited realm. Of course, you are the ruler of this kingdom and can also ignore the ceremony completely. That's true. Like, I'm the king. I don't want to go to my ceremony. I'm going to go to it, though. Sound good?
Yeah. It was like the tutorial.
Hold on. There's some music if you can hear it.
I can't.
I'm keeping the music low. Okay, here we go. The throne room. You enter your throne room for the first time. As you do, the small crowd gathered inside bows to you and a small band of musicians play the fanfare. You take a moment to observe the room as the High General of Aslona approaches. Greetings to you. This is General Gorin Pikener? Pikener. Let's say Pikener. That sounds easy to pronounce. He looks like a tiger. No, I think these braces are supposed to be his beard. He says, Greetings to you. I hope you are well, my lord. I shall crown you as the one true king of Aslona. You gained this title by strength and destiny, by pulling the fabled sword from the stone. You are now the king of Aslona. Long may you reign. Now you will no doubt wish to know the state of the realm. Aslona has a vast and far reach, spanning 29 territories. The kingdom's personal army consists of 5,000 peasant workers, 1,000 soldiers, and 25 loyal knights who serve your cause. Okay, so I would expect these guys are the workers who build things for you and farm and things like that, probably. The soldiers obviously fight for you, but they're like the basic grunts. And probably the knights are like heroes, like they're really good fighters, and maybe they can do special other things too. But I'm only kind of speculating. That's all for military matters. As for the realm's finances, the kingdom has a total of 50,000 gold in its coffers, which is a very high sum. There is also 4,042 additional gold in the bank. Okay, so coffers and bank are... so I'm playing the super easy mode, by the way, Arturo, if you missed that part. Also, anybody else who missed at the beginning. That's one reason why I have a lot of peasants, for example. 5,000 is what you get on the casual mode, but I think at the hardest difficulty, they said only 100. My king, now that you are crowned, you may speak to Old Kroll if you wish for any tutoring on matters of the realm. If you're unsure of what to do, I would highly recommend it. Though if you would like to discuss it later, you may do so by returning to the throne room. Yeah, let's speak to Old Kroll. Welcome, my lord. Prepare yourself for some good old tutoring. Now, firstly, I must ask how you'd prefer to explain these things. I could give you a full explanation with every detail, a fair explanation with less. Look how detailed the game is. Like, they even have multiple levels of detail in the tutorial. Anyway, a fair explanation with less of the relevant detail, or if you wish, a version so simple a mere child could comprehend it. So to explain like I'm 5, I'm going to say maybe in the middle. Does that sound good, guys?
Yeah, I think in the middle.
In the middle. Okay. Sorry about that. Standard fair explanation. So we have this thing at the top now. Year 131, kingdom menu. Gold, blah, blah. Men, lands, public opinion. Does that say -20, or is that like a separator? I think it says public opinion -20. Years remaining, 14. Didn't we say 20? Alright.
So they don't like you.
Guys, I'm not really sure. I don't see why they would hate me unless that's just kind of standard. But I actually have +5 public opinion by default from pulling the sword from the stone. Anyway, recruit, sell, and disband troops, hire mercenary companies, manage staff and champions, arrange diplomacy, or change the laws of the land. I can change the laws of the land to make it legal to taunt Arturo with his favorite candy, Twizzlers. So good. When you first begin your rule, excuse me, I'm chewing my Twizzler. You'll be presented with a menu of 12 options. These cover all the different avenues of your rule, from hiring troops and staff, to studying laws and exploring. Arturo says, you monster. We have a little bit of a running joke about Twizzlers because he that's not really a joke, it's just something that comes up sometimes. He likes Twizzlers a lot, but he can't get them in Mexico, so I'm just teasing him. The top bar of the screen shows your current gold, troops, lands, and the opinion of your subjects, as well as a timer of how many years left if you're playing a timed game. Didn't we say 25 years, or did we pick 15?
Why is it only 14?
I don't know.
I thought it was 25.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe time already passed.
Maybe it started from the day we were born and we're like 11.
You're only going to live to 25.
Hey, when you're a king, a lot of people try to kill you.
Die of old age at 25.
If you actually look up all the kings of England and how many were like assassinated and murdered and or died in combat even. Anyway, Ryan says Twizzlers are the best sugar-flavored wax candies out there. I thought you said wax candles for a moment, but yeah, wax candies.
I don't like Twizzlers that much.
Okay. Well, you don't have to have any.
You don't have to. You can have them all.
Recruit, sell, and disband troops menu allows you to do just that. You can build your army here and make tweaks to wages and the troops. So I have to pay wages to the troops. Probably the more I pay them, the more morale they have, but obviously it costs more. And Arturo said, look for Roman emperors. Some lasted 2 months. Yeah. I'd like to know more about this section. Can you change how you explain these things? Or I don't want any more tutorial. Okay, let's move to the next section. So that basically, number one, we can hire troops and change how much we're going to pay them and stuff like that. Next question. Next section. Mercenary companies. Ryan says, to be fair, Twizzlers are a step away from wax candle candies. Basically, they are. Yeah, they're pretty waxy, right? I should stop chewing while I'm trying to read a lot. But anyway, mercenaries are hireable warbands that can be paid for single battles or paid to stay at your side for much longer. Okay, They fight independently from your own armies and can be very helpful. Next section. Staff and champions. Staff do tasks and help you rule your realm efficiently, and champions are the heroes that fight in your name and rule your forts. You can hire them from the screen. Arrange diplomacy. Diplomacy is the ability to learn about and make deals with other groups in the realm. Okay, next. Change the laws of the land. If you notice, it's actually scrolling. There's things cut off the top and more are coming from the bottom. I thought this wouldn't be too much, but it keeps going. Change the laws of the land. The law screen allows you to change various policies and taxes in your realm with varying effects. Next, kingdom upgrades. Kingdom upgrades help improve your kingdom. These range from improvements to farming to a monster pit you can store monsters in to fight and train. That's awesome. I thought I was going to say like to make monsters fight to the death in the monster pit. But I fight and train them in there, which might be even better.
So you could use them in combat.
Yeah, I'll have to train, a giant slug or something, or a giant minotaur. Make them lift weights and train. Your throne room is your seat of power. Here you will have visitors all over come to bother you. You can also host staff meetings. It's wise to either deal with all visitors or hire a steward to do it for you. Deal with all visitors. Okay. Interesting. The throne room is for visitors who come to bother you and staff meetings. Visit the local fight pit. The arena can be found at many conditions, from local fight pit to colossal arena. You can bet on fights, watch tournaments, or even buy the place. Visit the Royal Bank. Store your excess gold in the Royal Bank to keep it safe or take out big loans for your fancy development projects. Visit other buildings. The other buildings screen allows you to access the prison. And if you have the upgrade, several other important locations too. Kingdom Reports. The Kingdom Reports screen lets you read up on recent changes to your realm and the wider world with many reports for different areas. Explore the realm. Exploring the realm is a vital part of the game and allows you to discover new locations. There are 4 directions of the realm, each with their own sub-regions. You can attempt to explore and find new locations each year. Does that mean you can only do it once a year? You can only leave the house once a year? That's pretty much like what I do anyway.
Maybe it takes a while, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. End current year. Ending the current year brings you to the combat phase. Wait, so you only fight once a year too? Okay. Here you can launch an attack. Any troops sent away won't be able to defend from any attacks you might face. After this, a report is shown and a new year begins. Alright, that's the tutorial. Wow. Imagine if you went into detail on each. I guess that's why they have the multiple levels, because not everybody can have the patience for super detail. Very well, take care, my lord. Alright, here we are, I guess. So, I don't know what to do, quite honestly. But there are 63 visitors waiting at the throne room. I guess I should probably address at least one of them, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Are they all like literally waiting in a line going out the door kind of a thing? Okay, let's go to the throne room. Excuse me one sec. It's a Twiller gas. Welcome to your throne room. Here you can deal with visitors from across your realm and beyond. As time goes on, you may find the number of visitors swelling to huge lines. It can get bigger than 63 or whatever. Actually, up here it says, look at this. This is all different up here now. I wonder if that was just a sample before.
Yeah,
the actual,
maybe that was just an example.
Yeah, because we were in the tutorial. As time goes on, you may find the number of visitors swelling to huge lines. As a ruler, you may choose to deal with every last visitor, but if the task becomes too monotonous, you should look to hiring a steward. Stewards will deal with any visitors left unseen by you at the end of a turn. Be careful who you hire to be your steward, though. Stewards can have one of a number of different traits that affect. This should be how they manage and deal with throne room visitors. The traits are xenophobe. They're unfavorable to any non-humans. They're the racist. Do we really want a racist guy dealing with visitors?
Arrest everyone.
Dungeoneer, they will imprison most throne room visitors. Kind-hearted, they will always act with kindness. Military, they will always recruit any hireable visitors. You're going to fight for us now. Goblin friend, they will always be nice to goblin visitors. And money grubber, they will never spend any money. Okay. Are they all negative? I mean, I guess not.
Kind-hearted might not be. I mean,
If they're
depends.
too soft, it could be.
Yeah.
Ryan says Xenophobe is an NES game. Okay. The Xeno Crisis is a game that I want to try, by the way.
He says Xenohobe.
Xenohobe, yes. Okay, so we're in the throne room. You enter your throne room and take your place on the large throne that dominates the room, which is up here. So I wonder if I should be expanding this screen. It's like scrolling off. I don't know. I'll just keep going with it for now. You look to your guards who immediately inform you that there's a pretty long line of 63 people waiting to see you. We can send in the next visitor, arrange entertainment, upgrade the throne room, manage the number of visitors. There's so many options. I love it, but it's kind of overwhelming though. Set the rules for who you want visiting your throne room. No xenophobes. Hold a meeting of the Council of Aslona. Revisit the tutorial. Retire from ruling the realm. I can just retire right here. I'm gonna retire. Let's send in the next visitor. You are visited by a damned plateau orcish champion from Humgrat, who seeks refuge with you, having been accused of murder. Okay, accept the damned plateau orcish champion, turn him away, execute him, return him to Humgrat. Oh, can't I just put him on trial or something? I guess it's because he's from another country, it's not up to me to put him on trial. It would be his country of origin, Humgrat. What do you guys think?
He's a champion.
Yeah, maybe he's a good fighter. Should we accept him?
Yeah.
Try to make him a fighter? Alright, let's see
Can
if
you
we can do
recruit
that.
him?
Sorry?
Can you recruit him? Alright, Han, you can do number 5.
Did you do it? Oh, here, let's see if he did it. Okay, let's do that. Ready? Yes, but you have to believe me, they deserved it. Okay.
Well, he admits to murder.
Alright. He says he deserved it, though. Okay, we're gonna accept him. Ryan votes for acceptance. We're gonna see if we can make him a fighter, if that's even possible.
Yeah, at least he admits it.
The damned Plateau Orcish champion bows to you. +1 damned Plateau Orcish champion. Okay, so we have a champion now. What did they say the champions were? They were the guys who do cool stuff, basically, right?
I don't know. I don't even remember that, honestly.
Okay. We have 62 people. Let's arrange for entertainment. Maybe we can get an arcade cabinet of the game Xenophobe, and everybody can play it while they're waiting. You say you are bored and order a list of known entertainers to be brought. You will decide and hire them to come to your court. Which kind of entertainment do you desire? Musical, comedic, magic and mystery, violence, everything else. Arrange a royal celebration. I love how violence is the choice. I know, I just want to see people.
Everything else.
That's probably a catch-all for anything else that's not one of these. I just think it's funny that violence is like, it's like, you two fight to the death, and I just go, oh, this is nice. Yeah, that's basically what an arena is. Why don't we start with... Oh, okay, Arturo and Ryan both vote for violence. Okay.
Do violence then.
Oh man, you guys are gonna make me a cruel ruler. Okay, violence.
Will they not like you?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, so this is actually scrolling up. I wonder if I should resize this. I'm afraid it's gonna like mess things up if I do it. I'll just leave it. Okay, I can invite. I have 50,000 gold, by the way, but I can invite a set of brawlers. I can invite an Eastern Scorpion breeder. Invite a pair of axe throwers. Alright, guys, what do you think? Should we start with the brawlers? Keep it simple? I'm going to do the brawlers for now.
Pay them to fight to the death.
Ryan says Mark will eventually make Arturo and I fight to the death to see who's the super fan. Exactly my plan. The gold is paid and a pair of fighters are summoned to brawl for your glory. Okay, at least they're not going to kill each other, right? They're just punching each other a little bit. And it's Seowald the Resourceful and Old Marimal the Cloudy-Eyed.
Sounds like he's an old man.
Sounds like it. And Seawald has more hit points off the bat. Seawald, the resourceful, barely touches the opponent with a wide swing. We get a picture of the fist. Seawald, the resourceful, lands a hard punch on the opponent. Old Marimel, the cloudy-eyed, lands a punch on the opponent. Old Marimel, I'm just going to say their names briefly now. Marimel and Seawald. Marimel swings but misses. Marimel lands a hard punch on the opponent. I think I'm going to call him Malamar, actually. Seawald,
Malamar.
sorry?
I said Malamar.
Oh, you did say Malamar.
No, just never mind.
Okay. Seowald barely touches the opponent with a wide swing. Seowald lands a punch on the opponent. Malamar swings but misses. Malamar lands a light punch. This is really drawn out. Seowald lands a bone shattering punch on the opponent. Oh, that brought his hit points from 34 to 9, so Malamar is going to be reduced to a Malamar. He's going to be reduced to a bloody pulp soon. Seowald touches the opponent with a wide swing. Seowald swings but misses. Malamar lands a bone-shattering punch. Malamar misses. Malamar lands a bone-shattering punch. They might be about neck and neck at this point. Oh, look at that.
One HP.
That's quite a comeback. Look at this. Look at it. Malamar wins.
Hey, Vectrexer.
Hey, Vectrexer, how's it going? He said, happy weekending. Happy weekending to you too, Vectrexer. Hey, Vectrexer, I got good news about my Vectrex. I actually successfully completed one of my vectors. I successfully completed a repair job. Well, self-applause. So I am expecting next week to be able to play the ever-popular Saturday Night Vectrex in the dark. All right, the fighting is over. The winner of the fight is the old Marimel. It's old Marimel, the cloudy-eyed, who I'm referring to as Malamar. Ask the winning fighter to become one of your champions, or congratulate the winning fighter and leave. Shall we get a champion?
I think so. Good.
Let's do it.
He won the fight.
Oh, he says, and he's not interested. Okay, old Malamar. I'm going to keep calling you a Malamar then, because you don't want to...
You should be able to make him, because you're the king.
I could. Well, no, I really can't. All right, let's do some more entertainment. Something that... Okay. Arturo is saying one with respect to trying to hire him, but yeah, I thought he meant this menu for a minute. Actually, I'm gonna try every entertainment possible on this menu for now. So let's go with musical. Oop, what did I do? Here's the list of all known musical acts. An orcish grunter. They probably kind of grunt rhythmically, like. Invite a lute player, a gnome whistler, a goblin drummer, a clicker, a chanter, a black market. That's a whole group. It's called the Black Market Shanty Singers. What do you guys think? Which entertainment group should I hire for my court, for my throne room?
I think a lute player.
Bob votes for a lute player.
That's an actual instrument, not a better than a grunter.
The drum is a real instrument.
I'm a drummer.
Vectrexer said the shanty. It's an expensive one, but I might do it anyway. Arturo said the grunter. We got all kinds of things here. We got
We can afford the shanty. You have a lot of money.
I know, because I'm playing the super easy level. I have a ton of money. All right, since Vectrexer is kind of like our special guest, we're gonna go with. Not that you guys aren't special, Arturo and Ryan. But we're gonna go with the shanty singers. I'm giving him his choice. Okay, we pay the 400 gold. An ogre steps forward and bows. We are the Black Market Shanty Singers, and we are here today to sing you a classic shanty. I hope you enjoy. The ogre then shouts, "Are you all ready?" "I'm ready to rock." Then a whole motley crew of people step forward and prepare to sing. So this guy looks like, what is this guy here? He looks like the Bat Boy from that tabloid cover, Bat Boy. And this guy looks very piggish. This guy looks like a goblin or something. This guy has 3 eyes, I think. All right, let's go.
And we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind.
And we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll roll the old chariot along, and we'll all hang on behind.
Okay, that was unexpected because I don't know, I just didn't expect it. Okay, so it's
Too bad I couldn't hear it.
oh,
I can't
and
hear
Rob
it.
Bob can't hear it right now.
I heard a little bit of something coming through your microphone.
Okay. Yeah, so it said they burst into song with each of the individuals taking a different role in the harmony. The throne room is encapsulated by the performance. I think the developer of this game hired like 4 of his friends or something. It's just to sing this for the game. With the whole song finished, the crew bow and then leave your throne room. So what is this doing? I guess it depends on what happens, right? Because I had an opportunity to actually make a guy a champion from the violence. So I guess it's probably some random element to it, like whether you get any whether you get any actual in-game effects due to your choice, or it could be dependent on the conditions, like you need high enough public opinion or whatever. All right, let's keep going down the list. And Vectrexer says he's satisfied. Cool, I'm glad. And Arturo says at the very beginning, I thought it was Mark singing. Yeah, I actually have the ability to sing multiple voices at once. I'm very talented. Just kidding. Let's go with comedic. Okay, we can invite a comedian, a goblin dancer, a pair of gnome insult warriors, or a farting abomination. A farting abomination.
I think I'm interested in the last two.
What do you guys think? I know everybody's going to choose a farting abomination, probably, right? Arturo said the classy option 4. Of course, the farting.
I think 4.
All right, we got to go with the farting abomination. And Vector says 1 voice each nostril and other orifice. Yeah, every orifice was playing its own melody. Vectrix. Here's a farting abomination. It's like, hey guys, I hear you need some entertainment, some comedy. A green slimy creature wiggles his way into your court and nods to you and then says, prepare to hear a symphony of the gut. Well then, I guess it just keeps going until I hit space. I thought he was playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star at first. Okay, I'm holding the space bar, but it's not doing anything. I don't know how long I have to hold it for. Am I stuck in an infinite loop of... Ryan says, what did I come back to? I think I'm stuck in this.
Weirdest time to join this stream.
Help, I don't know how to get out of this. Spacebar doesn't do anything. Oh, it finished. It said something like thank you. I think I thanked him or something. Okay. Alright, well that was special. I'm gonna do another comedy. Let's do the pair of gnome insult warriors. Sound good, guys?
I think so.
And Vectrexer says nice graphics synchrony with the frequency. Yeah. The first hardy warrior is called Dinky. Alright, Dinky the gnome. And the opponent is a hardy warrior named Flimp. Dinky shouts, if your nose was a potato, even a starving pig wouldn't eat it. Dinky's self-esteem is wavering, but Flimp's self-esteem is very strong. I guess that's their hit points for the purpose of the insult battle. Flimp's lip begins to quiver. Now their self-esteem is both wavering. Flimp shouts, if I had a crossbow with 2 bolts and was in a room with you, the demon... Oh. Can I resize this? No. Okay, I think I have something resized wrong. Alright. Dinky seems unfazed by the insult. Dinky shouts, my dog knows more words than you do. Flimp is unfazed. Flimp shouts for a gnome, you're more corpulent than a cow. Dinky frowns and looks like he's gonna cry. And Ryan says, your father smelled of elderberry. Dinky shouts for a gnome, you're more corpulent than a cow. You already used that one. Or the other guy used it, I don't know. Now Flimp has been slain, I think, in the insult battle. Dinky is gonna be our winner. Flimp runs away crying, just like that. Okay. Dinky is the winner. Well, that was interesting. This whole game is crazy. I love it. Okay, let's move on to magic and mystery. We do have a lot of things to try besides entertainment in the throne room. Let's go to magic and mystery. Invite a sand talker or a changeling.
Plus 666 gold.
Yeah, he's the number of the beast. He must be evil. I'm gonna go with the changeling because he's a lot cheaper. And neither of these choices is like, oh, I gotta try that to me. So I'm just gonna go with the changeling. The changeling enters your court and bows. He grins for a moment, waving his hands around his face, and then, moments later, with a swift movement of his hands, his face has completely changed. He's like a cat person or something. I don't know what's going on. Ryan says I would love an ASCII platformer. I think I might have seen one. I feel like I have. I have to think about that, though. He pauses for a moment and then speaks again. And now I shall perform what is known as the Dance of the Changelings. Okay.
He's changing his face, I guess.
He's changing his face. Probably a randomly generated face with every frame. Look at that. See if spacebar works better this time. No. Vectrex, I think we have to port this game to Vectrex. What do you think? Okay, it said after leaving a dizzying number of something. So for whatever reason, every time it says hold space, it kind of doesn't work. And then I missed the message at the end. Alright, let's go to everything else. Alright, for everything else, we have a juggler, an acrobat, a love cult counselor, a poet, a rat racer, a game master, and the last option is the famed advisor, the great Gar Galak. I'll let you guys choose. And you, Rob Bob, are one of the guys who can choose.
Okay. How about a rat racer, I think?
A rat racer? That does sound fun. And Arturo says 7, which is the famed advisor, the great Gar Galak. And Ryan says that as well, so let's do that. I come to give you advice, wise one. Feels like 56k, says Vectrex. Like we're playing a game on a BBS. The bigger your trade post, the more gold you stand to make from the trade deals with Y. Yeah, I still think I'm somehow cutting it off, but it looks like it ends here. It's got the period and everything. Oh, you're hold on, let me adjust the size of the window in the stream a little bit, because I'm seeing a little more than that. Sorry about that, guys. So that's what I just heard. That's what I just read with Y. So I don't know, I think I have some kind of issue going on with my size of my window or something. Okay, let's go to everything else and try the rat race this time. And for some reason, number 7 seems stuck here. Okay, rat racer. The gold is paid and a man arrives in your court with a box of colored rats and a small track.
Colored.
Rat racing. Strange looking. Oh, Vectexture says number 3. We can try that next. Strange looking man comes into your court and places a box on the floor. He pulls out from his pocket 2 rats, one painted blue and one painted red. He asks how you want to play. We could play marathon mode. I don't think we need a marathon of rats racing. Let's bet on red or blue. Which guys? Which one, guys? Always bet on red because it's the Twizzler color, and that's kind of our special thing of the day. All right, let's go on. Let's go with red. Vectractor says, if I was already wise, why would I need advice? That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Oh, here's the rat race. Go red. Yeah, red. Twizzler. I call the red one Twizzler. Oh no, blue's catching up. Yeah, red wins. Yeah. You win 10 gold on your bet. All right. Let's see what happens if we just watch a race. I guess it's what you would expect. Okay. This reminds me of a game I had for Atari that was written in BASIC. It was called Gambler, and one of the things you could do is have you could bet on a horse race, and it was pretty much just like this, except there were more horses. Like a little ASCII thing would go across. It wasn't technically ASCII. It was whatever Atari thing was called for character graphics. Okay, we're gonna do number. I think Vectrex was saying number 3 on this menu, but if not, that's okay. Let me know. Let's do it anyway. The Love Cult Counselor. You summon a counselor from the love cult of the West. The man who identifies himself as Colon or Colon. Let's go with Colon, son of Dolan. Approaches and greets you warmly, asking how you feel. I feel happy, content, angry, sad, something other than the 4 above. I'm going to go with something else. Let's see what else we can do. And Vectrexer says, in the rat race, is the Racer X rat? Racer X from Speed Racer, is it? As if there is some 5th kind of emotional state. Get out of here, you swine. Ha, a 5th emotion. Unbelievable. Okay, we're going to go with... Ryan says 3, so that's angry. Perhaps find a way to vent. Write down how you feel. Draw a picture. Try to write some tea. Yeah, so I have something going on with this. I don't know. I think there was an option in the main menu to adjust screen size, but I guess I'll just keep going unless it like really impedes on the gameplay. Alright, this guy seems stupid. Alright, let's arrange a royal celebration. You know, let's go back and listen to one person who's waiting in line. There's 62 people. You are visited by a young boy who enters your throne room with a sharp stick. He points it at you and shouts, "All right, give me a gold coin or your leader gets it." Uh-oh, I'm being mugged by a small child.
With a stick.
With a stick.
You send him to the dungeon?
Can I just like laugh at him or tell my guards to kick him out? Is he the right? If I give him a coin, give him 10, 100, nothing, or the dungeon. All right, should I do nothing?
I guess.
Or I could give him 100 just to surprise him, and then tell my guards to execute him. Here you go. Here we go. 5. Vector says 5. Arturo says 5.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You want to be tough on crime or tough on small children?
Send a child to the dungeon.
Okay, to the dungeons. The young boy hisses at your guards as they carry him off. Rumors of your cruelty to children spread. -2 public opinion. +1 prisoner. Is that good? Obviously, this part's bad, but...
Is the prisoner part good?
I don't know. Ryan said that's how Rob Bob will eventually take over. He'll prod you with a sharp stick. I'll have to send him to the dungeons. AKA my cellar. My basement. Okay. Send in another visitor. Your guards bring forward a man who's accused of murdering peasants. Ask him to explain himself. I didn't do it, I swear. Ask the arresting guard for a statement. I'm being too rational here. The guard informs you, we grabbed the most guilty-looking person we could find, so he must be guilty.
Execute him.
No, that's a very poor way of justice. Look guilty. Come on, we need some evidence, right? 2. Ryan says 2. Uh-oh. You want to do what? Rob Bob, execute him?
I'm just joking.
You're joking. Okay. What about you, Vectrexer or Arturo? Dungeons, execute, or release? I think you should not listen to a stupid guard who just says he didn't see anything, but he thinks the guy looks guilty. And Arturo says execute the guard. Okay. That would be good. That'll show you for judging people so harshly. I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna release him. Oh, Ryan says 1 now. Okay. No,
Oh.
I'm not going to execute the bandit. Either dungeons or release. I don't know. I'm going to be soft and release him. The man leaves you, and you later discover that he was not guilty. See, my gut instinct. And rumors of your wisdom spread. +1 opinion. Okay, so that halfway canceled out the hatred of that was caused by being cruel to a child. Vector Xer says, "Let the kid out later to spread the word of your ultimate ruling hand." Yeah. Okay, let's go to arrange entertainment again. I want to try arrange a royal celebration. That sounds expensive, but let's try it. It's time for the royal gathering, which has come around, and your servants get ready to set everything up. Before we send out invites, you must know that the celebration will cost the crown 3,629 gold. Shall we go ahead with the celebrations and pay for the event? That sounds like a lot. Maybe I'll come back later. I'll come back later for that. Cancel. Okay, why don't we move on from the throne room? Or should we hit? We'll let one or two more people speak, and that's it.
Two more.
Two more? Okay. We got a line of 60. Sorry?
But yeah, I said a few, but yeah, sure. Two more.
Yeah. You're visited by a peasant who says he must pay a troll 100 gold or it'll eat his children.
Dungeon.
Here is the solution. Bring me half of your children and I will eat them. Then the troll cannot eat all your children. To the dungeon.
I said dungeons.
Why would I put him in the dungeon?
Because he's threatening his children.
No, it's the troll. I'm not putting the troll in the dungeon. I'm putting the peasant in the dungeon.
Oh, the peasant. Oh, okay.
Ryan says, if you're gonna kill some innocents, that's just. Oh, he says you're gonna kill some innocents. That's just the way it goes. And he also says execute. Well, first of all, Ryan, they don't have that harsh of an option here. I'm gonna be a softie this time and provide him with 100 gold. I'm being too soft, I know. Next time I'll be a jerk again. If you guys want me to be a jerk. You order the gold to be paid immediately. The gold is accepted, and the farmer smiles with a grin so wide it stretches ear to ear before bowing to you and leaving. Can't get anything out of that. One more visitor, and then we're going to try something else. This time, I'm listening totally to the chat and Rob Bob. I'm providing no opinion and no judgment. Whichever choice is the most popular is the one I'm going with. You are visited by an armed man who says he has promised his dying father he would fight for you. Oh, this is not that.
This is just I'd allow him to enlist, I think.
1 allowed to enlist, 2 refuses enlistment, 3 to the dungeon. They're gonna vote 3 just to be jerks, right?
Vote 1.
Ryan's 3.
No, Ryan.
Ryan, come on! He wants to fight for me. I said I was gonna have no opinion. All right. Vector said the good party needs a few peasants for serving. Gather more slaves or peasants first. 3. Arturo says 3. Ryan says 3. What about you, Rob Bob?
I say 1, but I'm outvoted.
Vector, you can if you choose 1, I'll be the tiebreaker. Otherwise, we're going with 3. I'll give you just 10 seconds though, because I don't want to just sit here waiting. 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi. I'm doing slow seconds. I know there's some lag time, so I'm doing very slow seconds. We'll start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He goes with 1. Okay, so that means I can break the tie. All right, I'm allowing him to enlist. Cool. The armed man says, "Excellent," and then leaves your court to collect his equipment. Okay, I got a soldier. See, if I listened to you guys and threw him in the dungeon, I would probably just have lower public opinion. Although I was gonna do it though. What's that?
You'd have full dungeons.
I know. I'm gonna have a very full dungeon with Arturo and Ryan. Okay, let us move on. Or can I hire a what was it? A steward?
Yeah, he can solve the rest of the problems.
I could do set the rules for who you want visiting. Oh, look at that. So I currently allow criminal cases, begging, jesters, entertainers, mercenaries, people looking for work. I'm laughing at Ryan. Arturo and I are tough leaders, he said. Complaints, dealers and merchants, goblins, bards, and rabble. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave the throne room for now, just because we spent like a half hour there. What about? Well, let's go down the list. Let's start with 1. Recruit, sell, and disband troops. I feel like since I'm playing the baby level of difficulty, I just have a lot, probably. But let's just see what it looks like here. We got this nice ASCII guy in armor. We can hire, sell, disband, disarm, or convert. Upgrade, or set the troop wages right now. Right now, the soldiers' wages are 1 gold, and the knight wages are 3 gold. Okay, they don't deserve a pay raise yet. I need to see them do something, but it's good to know. Higher wages, though, increases their loyalty and can draw in more to fight for you. Okay, recruitment upgrades. There's so many options in this game, it's crazy. You ask for a list of possible upgrades to this recruitment and hiring process. Soon a list is brought forth. I can put out militia recruitment signs, which means more hireable recruits each turn. Nobility post, a 1 in 20 chance of recruiting a knight each turn. Little foreign mercenary hall, chance to hire foreign mercenaries. There's an X here. You need a foreign mercenary hall to put up foreign merc signs. Okay, that's so basically I don't have number 4 until I pick number 3. Recruitment hall can turn knights into recruiters. Small market favor. Unit prices 10% more likely to drop each year. Okay, I don't know. I feel like I don't need to recruit that heavily yet because at the easy level they gave me a ton of guys. Let's just see what hiring units looks like though. So you can hire peasants from the local militia. I have tons of peasants. Soldiers from the local guilds and forts. Hire knights from the noble houses. Bandits from your prison. Oh, I can make the little kid into a bandit. And hire goblin berserkers from the local goblin slaver. Alright, let's get one of them. They sound fun. Ryan says, next they'll want healthcare. And Arturo says, or worst, to eat daily. And Vextrexer says, infantry wins wars. That is true. Alright, let's go. But goblin berserkers are even better. Arnion, the goblin slaver, is brought before you. He offers enslaved goblin berserkers as cheap but deadly fighters for only 6 gold per head. He has 137 available. You can afford 137. You currently have 0 goblin berserkers in your ranks. Let's go with, let's just buy a few, I don't know, 3. The goblin slaver brings forth the requested goblins and breaks their chains, pointing at you, saying, this is your master now. Plus 3 tribal goblin berserkers. Okay. I'll hire some soldiers anyway. A local guildmaster is brought before you. He offers you up to 1,000 of his men at 51 gold per head. You can afford 961 of them. You currently have 1,001 soldiers in your ranks. Sure, just to see the process in action of buying 10. The guildmaster provides you with the soldiers you request, and they equip your uniform and prepare to defend and fight for Aslona. And Ryan says there, put them all in the dungeon after, like, for every default. Every screen he wants to put people in the dungeon, and Arturo probably wants to execute them. And Vextrexer said, knights are like tanks waiting to be blown up. I have 10? No, how many knights do I have? I currently have 25 knights, and I can hire up to 10. Let's just get one more. Okay, that costs a lot. That cost, I think it's about, that's about what it would cost me to hire 10 soldiers, right? 500 something. Yes, leave. Hire mercenary companies. You survey a list of all active mercenary groups in the realm. If you wish to hire one, select them and view their info and stats before you decide. Great Orange Hand. Savage Frost Mercenary Company. Ragnar. Old Moon Roses. Or Osborne. Orgy Osborne. I don't know. Let's take a look at one of them. Here I can hire Vagger the Cloudy-Eyed from the group Great Orange Hand. Leader is Vagger the Cloudy-Eyed, so he's the leader. Total men, oh, so he's the leader and there's 100 Great Hillsmen under him. Total lands 1, group costs 1843 a year, 2 attacks per year. Currently available for hire, but they charge a 1,228 gold fee per invasion. Cover the risk involved. Let's hire one for 1 attack? I don't know. I'll just hire permanently. What the hell? Great Orange Hand now fights for you. goose stepping right now. Ryan says Proto Raider looks like a cool ASCII platformer, huh? Manage staff and champions. Head Diplomat, Old Kroll, High General, Goran Pikener. Okay, so I can hire champion, steward. Steward is the guy who manages all those people visiting the throne room. Maybe I feel like I need that. I don't know. Spy Master, Court Chester. Let's get a first champion. Because we don't have any champions.
Don't you have champions? I thought you did.
I have knights.
Yeah.
They're my cool people. These are super cool people though. Mac the Excessive. He likes to eat Big Macs excessively. Alright, I'm not going to read all of these, but if I'm going to grab one of them. Let me guys know if any name strikes your fancy. I don't know what the color differences are.
Looks like the more green there. Like if they're red, they have low strength. The green is high strength.
Could be, yeah. And gray is kind of in the middle. And also the cost is, you know, accordingly sized.
It looks like there's strength times 10.
Ryan said 11 YouTube streamers, so I should hire a YouTube streamer. Okay. This guy eats children, so he's probably up your alley, Ryan and Arturo. Ryan actually says 2. Gargoyle of the Wild Shore.
The 15 does have a good name.
Okay, I'm going to go with 15. Sorry, Ryan. Going with Brax the Child Eater. What else is this? Pay 1,000 gold for a new group of warriors to be brought forward. Anoint a knight to the position of champion. Can I just do that then? Is that free? I would probably just lose a knight, but let's see what happens when I do that. Sorry, I'm ignoring your suggestion, Ryan. You pull forward one of your loyal knights named Gorzak the Old Knight, who bows to you. It is customary for any knights to complete a trial before becoming a champion. How will you go about this? Order a trial to be arranged. Gorzak the Old Knight nods and prepares for the trial. Which trial will you choose? Climb to the top of Mount Saroth and retrieve a stone that adds a plus to public opinion. Find me an artifact plus to gold. Win a combat trial against another warrior plus strength for this hero. Alright, this time you guys choose. Sorry, I was ignoring your last choice. So, you guys can choose this time what the knight will have to do in order to become a champion.
I say number 1, that way you can do more worse stuff later.
More what stuff? Worse stuff? Okay.
Yeah, like imprison children.
Yeah. Because I'm going to be listening to these guys too much. Okay, Ryan says 1 anyway, so let's do it. Climb to the top of Mount Saroth and retrieve a stone. Gorzak the Old Knight is brought forward and explained his quest. He must make his way north to the great mountain of Saroth, scale to the top and retrieve a stone from it. Whoa! Your knight returns with several eyewitnesses and a rock claimed to be from the tip of Saroth. He says, it wasn't easy, but I'm here. +1 public opinion and rumors of the successful trial spread. Vectrexer says, also keep Brax out of action. We need the children to spread your fame. True. Don't want to eat my children. I'll keep him far away from my throne room, maybe. From my castle. Gorzak the Old Knight steps forward and bows down to you. You can anoint him with a ceremony as is tradition, or you could ignore tradition and just make him a knight. 1 that says Vectrexer. Okay, we're going to do a small ceremony. Anoint him with a small ceremony. That sounds good. He doesn't deserve a huge one. I mean, come on. You pay the gold and arrange a small ceremony. Here a sword is brought forth, and its blade rested on Gorzak the Old Knight's left shoulder. Gorzak the Old Knight, do you swear to protect the realm of Aslona and its people with all your soul? In sickness and in health? No, just kidding. Gorzak the Old Knight nods his head and repeats the words, I promise to protect the realm of Aslona and its people. He's a champion now. Hey, that ceremony was cheaper than, hiring a new guy.
Plus, you got public opinion.
Yeah. Gorzak the Old Knight strikes his sword into the ground and nods to you. Thank you, my lord. He then gets up and heads He then gets up and heads off your court to take up the position of first champion of Barcelona.
Seems like there's a few typos in this game.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright, let's see what else we can do. Arrange diplomacy. Your head diplomat, Old Kroll, appears before you and bows. You begin to discuss possible diplomatic moves and actions with your neighbors. Okay, so these are our neighbors. We have the rebels who are at war, the bandit horde who are at war, the goblin kingdom of Krut, the goblin kingdom of Ulac who are at war, independent territories, Barcelona militia. Your head diplomat is not skilled enough to speak to the goblin clans. Okay. Bandit groups, adventurer groups, and Arnion, the goblin slaver. And Ryan says, Proto Raider looks like an ASCII game you might like. We actually found an ASCII platformer. Okay, why don't we engage in diplomacy with somebody here? I don't know. Let's see. This is our own militia, I guess, right? Barcelona militia. How about adventurer groups? Maybe we can hire the Fellowship of the Ring. I'm going to go with that. You are brought a list of the currently active adventuring groups you know of. You are welcome to try and contact them, but groups of adventurers are notoriously difficult to find. And I guess they're like, herding cats or something, probably. And Vextrexer said, hopefully Gorzak does not suffer from COPD. Yes, hopefully. Michigan militia, says Ryan. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, let's see. These are the parties of adventurers out there, I guess. Adventurers from the land of the Eldritch Men. That's one of the races in this particular game. Any thoughts, guys? How about
6?
6? They have a cool name. The Heroes of Urg. Let's go with Urg. We're gonna engage in diplomacy with the Heroes of Urg. He's Urg the Kraken follower. He's their leader. They only have 4 members, and they are cursed ogres. Their goal is kills, but their kills is 0, so they're not doing very good at their goal. So they like to kill things. That's their job.
They like to kill things, but they've never killed anything before.
They're pacifists who aim to kill people one day.
Maybe because they keep trying to follow that Kraken?
Into the water. They want to kill the Kraken, maybe. Okay, let's view their information. Okay, their battle score is 220. That's about it. View their history. An adventurer group led by Urg, the Kraken follower. Their origin... cut off. View our relation with the Heroes of Urg. They're indifferent to us, meaning they won't go out of their way to cause trouble, but similarly, they won't go out of their way to avoid it. I'm going to invite Urg the Kraken follower for a meeting. You try to get Urg the Kraken follower to meet you, but you have no luck. Alright, screw you. Kraken followers. Bunch of dummies. Let's try to talk to the Goblin Kingdom of Krut. That's a big question, but maybe you guys have any ideas. Ryan's asking about an affordable laptop that can run Steam games. I mean, Steam games encompasses everything from this, which can run on anything pretty much, to, the latest and greatest, games that require, a crazy graphics card and all that. So, but you could look into gaming laptops. I was doing that at one point, but I decided not to. Or you could get not a laptop, right?
You get a PC.
Yes.
That's expensive.
Desktop PC, yeah. Anyway, right now the graphics cards are probably still crazy expensive though. Well, we can talk offline about this, right? Let's see. What am I doing here? About the Kingdom of Krut. Unfortunately, I have this stuff on the bottom that's like not refreshing. Not clearing out. The Kingdom of Krut is one of the 2 largest goblin clans in the land, rival to the Kingdom of Ulac, and vast in number. They are known for their tribal nature. Okay, faction relation 1. Don't know what that means. Total gold 1,000. Total land 6. Total goblins 375. Their leader is King Ulac. Thanks for the likes, everybody, by the way. That's how I know what's good to the audience, by your likes. And last week's Tunnel and Trolls was one of my most liked streamed ever. It might have been the top one. Let's talk about Ulac. Here he is in his kingly glory. King Ulac is the ruler of the Kingdom of Krut and is known to be a harsh ruler. He climbed through the ranks of the Krut fast, and after making a name for himself as a warlord, and soon after making his way to the upper circle of tribal politics, he was their king. Since taking power, Ulac has grown the Krut from a small alliance of tribes to a fast-growing regional power. He is considered a harsh ruler and is said to hide away in his tower, only entertaining close allies. He's probably not going to want to talk to me then, right? Diplomatic action with the Krut is not possible if they're too savage. Alright, let's get out of here then. I'm wasting my time.
Yeah, it said he's not skilled enough to speak to goblin clans.
Yeah, I think that means number 7 is not available because of that. I think that's what it's telling me. Let's check out one more thing. I don't know, check out the rebels. Then we'll move on. Rebels of Barcelona. Does that mean they're like my opposition? Because that's not good. Faction relation -21. I think that means they hate us. Bribe them to stop raiding you. Oh yeah, they hate me. Bribe them to disband. I could actually pay them off a lot more gold than I have, but that's an option. That's kind of fun. I can just say, get out of here. About them and about their leader. Let's check about them. Made up of fanatics who consider the sword and the stone to be a false prophecy and call for the return of the long line of stewards who held the throne before to return to power. Okay, they don't like that I became king by, you know.
Should attack them.
I should. Let's see if I can do that.
For treason.
What was the quote from Monty Python about, something about, a system of government, it shouldn't be based on a lady distributing swords, or I forget the quote. I know it's funnier the way they say it. Faradal is the leader of the rebellion against the sword and the most outspoken opponent of the false prophecy, as he calls it. He is the son of the most recently deposed steward of the throne. So he was, okay. He's the son of whoever held the throne before.
He's supposed to be the king.
Yeah, he's angry. Let's see their troop tree. They have rebel peasants, 50 battle score. Rebel soldiers, 100. Elite rebel guard only in capital. Rebel lord only in capital. Okay. Ryan says your Vectrex stream was really growing fast before the unfortunate problems. I know. It sucks. But next weekend, I'm going to have Rob Bob streaming alongside me in person with doing the Vectrex stream. So we're going to try to play 2-player games mostly. That's going to be the general theme, is 2-player games. And maybe also some single-player games where we can kind of trade off and try to compete for high scores or whatever. But there's more 2-player games than I thought. Let's see. View their relations with other factions. Okay, so basically everybody hates these rebels, except themselves. I saw the 100 and I was like, oh, I guess somebody likes them. And then my eyeball said, oh, that's like their self-relationship. That just means they have good self-esteem.
Why is that even there?
It just lists every combination. I don't know. And they hate us the most. They hate me most. They like some dastardly maggots.
I like the dastardly maggots.
Yeah, a little bit. They like them a little bit. They're not hugely fond of maggots, but they're pretty good. And Ryan had the quote good. Strange women distributing sword is no system of government. Thank you. I was frustrated that I couldn't come up with the quote on the fly. Okay, let's see what I can do. I'm getting tired of looking at diplomacy. I'm gonna actually like attack somebody. How about that?
Should attack the rebels.
All right, let's try to attack the rebels.
Or the bandits.
How do I even do that? I guess I probably have to do explore the realm.
I guess the realm is the world, right?
Yeah. Shall we visit the Grand Arena first?
Okay.
Let's visit the Grand Arena. That sounds fun.
Watch people fight.
Ooh, I hear cheering. Here's the arena. Public opinion is 40 still. You enter the Grand Arena, one of the core parts of your society. Here, warriors battle and locals pay to watch. The arena is owned by a distant member of your family named Siren the Destroyer, and the entry fee to watch a fight is 19 gold. However, you're not expected to pay entry due to your blood relation with the owner. I thought I was going to say because I'm, king. Siren the Destroyer has also prohibited betting in the arena, as he believes the arena should be purely for entertainment. So I can watch a fight, cannot do bets. Grand Champion. It's not a verb, so I don't know what it means. Like, what am I doing? Am I watching a Grand Champion or putting forth a Grand Champion? Speak to a local patron of the Arenato. Meet what? Oh, we still have some droppings from before, I think. I don't know. Can I refresh the screen somehow? Visit the Hall of Fame. It's empty. No one has died as a Grand Champion. Okay. There, that kind of refreshed the screen a little bit. Speak to a local patron. Speak to the arena owner, Siren the Destroyer. Watch fights, events all at once. They need someone to proofread all this stuff. I would do it for them if they'll let me. Tournaments, visit the Hall of Fame, or attack the arena. What? Start smashing the bricks and stuff? I don't get it. Anyway, let's start with watching a fight. The crowd scream and shout as the two fighters emerge and begin the long walk to the center of the arena. The moment is tense as they get ever closer until they are almost in reach. The crowd waits eagerly for the first blow. Bandits versus Gladiator. The crowd starts chanting, bandits, 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 bandits. Oh, they like the bandit. They want the underdog to win. Gladiator is a trained warrior for arena battles, so he's probably going to do better than the bandit. He has more hit points, you can see. Oh, but some of the crowd cheer and shout for the Gladiator. Gladiator gets a pair of dazzlingly quick strikes on Bandit. 51.
These guys don't even have names. They're just Bandit and Gladiator.
Yeah, Bandit and Gladiator. Gladiator dodges a swing from Bandit. Yeah, I don't think Bandit's going to last long here. Crowd cheer and shout for Bandit, even though he's getting his butt kicked. Bandit shouts, let's see how pretty your corpse will be. Gladiator swings wildly, hitting nothing. Gladiator gets a pair of well-placed strikes on Bandit. Gladiator strikes Bandit as hard as possible. Yeah, Bandit, what's he? He thinks he's going to win this? No. Gladiator kicks Bandit over. Okay. Now it's time for the coup de grace. Oh, Gladiator parries with Bandit for a moment. So he's on the ground. The man's on the ground and he sticks up his sword to parry off the blow. Gladiator gets a quick but sharp hit on Bandit. And Bandit is no more.
Bandit didn't even attack the Gladiator.
Didn't even attack. Bandit has given his life for the arena. The crowd roars and chants for Gladiator as he leaves victorious. Okay. Let's speak to a local patron of the arena, a random person there. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose. There's always a chance you will lose, sure. Ryan says, it's funny, I was just talking to a neighbor about the most quotable movies this morning. I stand by Army of Darkness being the most quotable ever. It's definitely one of them. There's a lot of quotes in that. And also, no, I was gonna say Evil Dead 2 as well. I think mostly Army of Darkness. That's the quotes. Evil Dead 2 does have groovy, but Army of Darkness has that as well. Alright, let's speak to the owner. Maybe he'll allow betting. We're greeted by the owner named Siren the Destroyer. Hail, kin, how can I help you? He asks. What is this place? I want to stop taxing you. I would like you to close this place down. Who are you? I would like to purchase this place from you. Why do you not allow betting? Okay. But why do you not allow betting? I don't need the money, and I think it taints the sports. This is entertainment. Okay. Who are you? You don't remember me. I'm your cousin's uncle, sister's son, twice removed. Former roommate. Yeah, I wonder if he gave me all the strings in this game, I could correct so many, spelling errors, typos, and things. What is this place? Our arena, worry not. I will continue running it proudly in your name, sure. Let's get out of here. Watch fights, events, all. What does that mean? Watch. Attack the. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I still want to figure out how to attack those rebels. So, should we just jump to that? There's so many things to do. Let's take the kingdom reports quick. Good lord. All right, let's go back. Status of my questing knight. Are they even questing? A report is brought forth. You see that there are currently no knights questing in your name. Okay. So I have to assign them quest or something from somehow. Well, let's do it. Let's try to find how the heck we can attack somebody. Okay. Wait, did they say where the rebels lived? North, east, south, or west? Man, let's go back. Diplomacy, go to the rebels. Are they located in any particular place? I mean, they're probably like in the same place I'm at, right? They're in my kingdom.
In the kingdom.
Alright, I don't know. Alright, so what do you think is the most quotable movie? Army of Darkness is definitely one of them. Princess Bride is pretty good at being quotable. Airplane has a lot of great quotes. Alright, we're gonna try. We're gonna explore the realm and just randomly pick a direction, basically. We're gonna go to the northern lands. The near north is a cold place, though mild compared to the rest of the north. The place is filled with forts and places of violence such as the Brawler's Pit and the Thick Blood Tavern. What am I looking at here? 0 exit / 1 3 chances to explore. You have yet to explore here, press 1 to explore. Okay. You wander for a while but discover nothing new, and I used up 1 of my 3 exploration chances for the whole year, I think. So should I just go to another place or explore here again? Let's try another place. That was the north. Let's go to the eastern grasslands. The Farad Desert is a very warm place. Suited knights avoid this place as best as possible. The desert is filled with magic and mystery and holds within it the great artifact market. Exactly, Ryan. Don't call me Shirley. I think that might be the best quotable movie, Airplane. One of the best movies as well. Okay, I'm going to explore the Farad Desert. I found an Eastern Trade Post, I think, so I can hit 2 to go there. Eastern Trade Post. You come upon a small trading post settled on a dune. This is known locally as the Eastern Trading Post. You enter and are greeted warmly. Trade with the Eastern Trading Post, attack it, or speak with the Trade Postmaster. Let's start with speaking to the Postmaster. The Trade Postmaster Malik comes to greet you. Who are you? Malik, head trader here. What do you do here? Make sure the men are happy, make sure passing caravans are doing their jobs. What do you trade? Anything we can, really. Whatever is currently in demand, we send caravans out to Farad to buy goods and then bring them back into Farad to sell them, sometimes the other way around. Tell me about the Farad Desert. Not a great place for trade, but we do have somewhat of a monopoly on caravanning through here, so I can't complain. Where are you from? From the village of Rim, my lord. I am local to these parts, that's why I've been able to carve out a living here. How much money is trade with you worth to me? What? The deal would stand to make you somewhere in the range of 100 or so gold per year. Maybe a little more if you have better roads or a bigger trade post to allow for better trade capacity. We don't claim to be able to make anyone rich, but every little bit helps, right, my lord? Okay. Let's try trading. That wasn't me, guys. And Ryan says, have you ever seen a grown man naked? The trade postmaster bows and says, good. I agree to the trade. Let us both become moderately more wealthy because of this deal. You now have a trade route with the Eastern Trade Post. Okay, that's cool. I want to attack them, though. That's that, I guess. And I have 1 more chance to explore. I have found 1 of the 29 places in the Eastern Grasslands, and that's it. Let's try the Southern Lands. We are in the Parched Lands. It's an uncomfortably warm place. It is full of dry rock and hard sand. Little life survives, and there is rumor of demonic whispers here, but no one knows the truth. Okay, we're gonna explore once. I found Fort Ulac, which has bandits. Alright, let's kill them.
We don't like bandits.
What's that?
I said we don't like bandits.
Let's see, Fort Ulac is an old bandit fortress that belongs to Gore the Bastard. The fort is garrisoned, and they won't give it up without blood or gold. Ryan says, good call on airplane, just looking up quotes. LOL. Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Exactly, Ryan. You can quote that all day long. But I'll try to come up with another movie too. I'll try to name another one. I used to like. I think Spaceballs is pretty quotable. Yeah, there's some good ones in Spaceballs. All right, so we could attack the fort. Don't know how that works because I have like 1,000 soldiers, right? And I have 25 knights on top of that, which sounds like I can outnumber them, but I do outnumber them. But consider that they have a fortress, and even if I win, it sounds like I would probably lose a lot of guys.
Doesn't sound worth it.
Right. I mean, I might just do it for the heck of it, but if I'm trying to be reasonable, 1,000 guys attacking 500 who are fortified, it sounds like the 1,000 would win, but they might lose like 700 or something. That's just my, if there's any logic to this game, I don't know. Why don't I try to speak to a bandit here? You try to initiate conversation with one of the wall-watching bandits, but they stay silent and stare down at you from the walls. I'm going to ask to speak to Gore the Bastard. You shout out that you wish to meet with Gore the Bastard, and a voice shouts back, "How about no?" Well, what do you think, guys? Attack them or leave?
I think if you're gonna attack someone, you should attack the rebels.
How do I even find them, though?
I mean, I guess you have to search.
I think Arturo and Ryan are going to say attack them. Let's see what they say. Wizards are good. The only problem is they're so chewy and I have to talk a lot. Okay, no opinions about this, so I don't know. Should we just go for it? Let's see how it goes. I mean, we're just playing a game, right? Not real life or death. I can actually have the peasants involved too. There's 5,000 of them. I assume they're like the weakest kind of troop, though. I'm gonna send all my troops, everyone but the peasants. The thing is, if I send them all, I have no defenders. I did mention that when your troops are out attacking, you can't defend. So if I send all of them, then like there could be 2 guys who walk in and come and kill me. If I send all, let me just choose myself so I can see everything I have. How many peasants do you wish to send on the question mark? What? Okay, well, how many do I want to send to the battle, I guess? I don't know. Let's just try something. We're going to send 3,000 peasants and 700. I might regret this. I'm going to try it anyway, though. Oh, and the knights are probably very strong. We'll do 10 knights. 12 knights. Oh yeah, we got the berserkers. How many goblin tribal berserkers? All 3. How many hill ogre brutes do you wish to send? Oh, he's the guy who he was a murderer, right? Yeah, and I said you can join me. So let's have the murderer come help. We'll see how good he is at murdering people now. Would you like to send Gorzak the Old Knight? He's the champion. I don't know what's with it. I don't know if it normally does this, or do I have something configured wrong, or what's going on? Or it's a bug. I'll keep my champion home, let's say. General Goran Pikener says, skirmishing them will cut their numbers down without so much risk. Good plan, my lord. Okay. Let's do it then. So that my general, my military advisor says it's not going to be too tough, it sounds like. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that how it works?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it worked out well.
That's a weird way of showing casualties.
I'm scrolling back up now. Okay. So yeah, I totally whooped them good, but I did lose 28 men. I have 3,688 remaining.
Hope most of those were peasants, I guess. But it doesn't look like it.
You have captured Fort Ulac and received word that Gore the Bastard has fled with his riches and left no trace. Fort Ulac is under your control now. -3 general bandit level in the realm. Okay, so Fort Ulac is an old bandit fortress that once belonged to Gore the Bastard and now belongs to you, though it is currently unmanned. That's right, I have to man the thing. Instead, instate a hero or demolish the fort. What do you guys think? Should I instate a hero or just trash the place? It's probably good to spread out my reach. You know, I have some guys here. I just don't know how much I would have to put here. I guess we're coming to the point of what I have to. Oh, Arturo said to demolish the fort. Okay. I'm going to listen to you.
I say instate a hero.
You say instate a hero. Okay, Ryan, you're the tiebreaker. Vextrexer, if you're still here, you can contribute, but I think you left.
Ryan says 1.
Alright, I'm going to instate a hero then. Hey, why do you want to demolish it, Arturo? I mean, we could. We wouldn't. I think the whole idea is that we wouldn't. If we demolish it, we don't have to bother putting our own guys there, and then no bandits would take it over again. That's probably the benefit of demolishing it. But I'm going to go with 1. Who shall rule? Oh, I have to pick one of my champions to rule. Okay, so I guess it's Gorzak the Old Knight. Gorzak the Old Knight is now commander of Fort Ulac. 165 garrison capacity and plus 33 recruits per year. Oh, cool! I get more people per year. I know Arturo always wants to do like the most destructive thing possible. Most, probably a valid choice, but I think for now I want to spread out my rule a bit. Set the fort rules. I'll set the rules here. All right. You begin to discuss the rules you wish the fort to follow with its leader, Gorzak the Old Knight. Assist with assault, assist with defense, provide Aslona with troops. Okay, so this is the rules for him. Let's say assist with defense. Okay, so you toggle these, I think. Or you choose just one. Look, current focus, join the defense when Aslona is attacked. Alright, so he's going to come to my aid if I'm attacked, basically. I know, Arturo's a tyrant, right? Okay, next choice, though. Next choice that Arturo makes, I'm going to follow no matter what it is. And nobody else's votes count, including my own. I'm going to just do whatever Arturo said. Next time he enters a number in the chat, I'm going to do whatever it is. The only thing is, you know, if I'm going fast, then I could possibly miss it. Whatever it is. Okay, let's see. Demolish the fort. No, about Fort Ulac. Manage the year. Let's get out of here now. We don't want this anymore. Alright, so we used our 3 explorations for the year. What else is there to do? We can
do some more throne room stuff.
Yeah, do we really want to go through 58 of them? I mean, let's just do a few more, I guess, for now.
I don't know, you can just kind of go through them quickly.
Maybe I want more, a new champion, because I have that one guy managing the new garrison, the bandit force. So let's get a new champion. Okay. Yeah, let's get another strong guy. I mean, we can afford it, right? Well, last time I actually upgraded a guy. I didn't hire a champion outright. I upgraded a knight. Filch, the silver-skinned fighter.
He's the
What's
strongest.
That? Is he the strongest?
I think so.
We don't have to go that strong, I guess. What about the dark green? This Derek the Giant is dark green, right?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna get Haggart, the Titan of Steel. Okay, he joins. And let's go to the throne room. Let's go down to the throne room. Send in the next visitor. You are visited by a goblin. He says something in a goblin tongue and hands you a gold coin. Okay. What do you think, guys? Take the gold coin, have him thrown out, have him taken to the goblin slaver. You're a slave now, sorry. I'm giving Arturo a chance to be a tyrant and choose 3. Just make him a slave now. Maybe he doesn't want it though. You know, sometimes even if you are a tough king, you could be given a choice that's beneficial to you. It doesn't involve being mean, to being an executioner or
Maybe
otherwise
Arturo's
terrible.
saving his choice.
Saving his choice for something really nasty. Okay, so let's go. I don't know. I'm gonna take the gold coin, as Ryan said. Take the coin from the goblin who grins and runs away. You soon realize the coin is in fact a painted pebble. Oh, that goblin really put one over on me.
1 whole coin.
Ryan says, Arturo says you don't know what he thinks he's buying. Okay. And Ryan says Mad Max has some awesome quotes too. Actually, I probably quote that more than Army of Dark. You know, I never really sat down. This is terrible. I don't think I've ever sat down and watched the first Mad Max fully. It would be like I would catch it on TV like 3/4 of the way through and put it on, or you know, somebody would just be playing it in the background or something. I don't think I ever actually saw the first Mad Max all the way through. I'm probably gonna get yelled at by Ryan now. All right, let's what are we doing? Visit more people or let more people come in? You are visited by a fat trader named Fatty Fat, who has brought you a fine stone statue of a horned skull that has been a family heirloom for his for generations. Okay, so I guess it's a horned skull. I don't know, something. It's either an animal or a warrior or something. Accept the item as 22 gold, refuse his gift, or to the dungeon. I mean, it sounds like I just get 22 gold free. Let's do that unless Arturo really wants me to dungeon him. I'll give him 10 seconds. Ryan says, I used a couple days ago, I saw a tanker. You want to get out of here? You talk to me. Okay. Hey, I don't know that one, Ryan. Sorry. Okay, I am going to accept the item as 22 gold, because hey, it's 22 gold. I got 22 gold. Thank you for the gift. Send in the next visitor. You're visited by an armed man who says he's a lone mercenary and can be hired and join your army for 6 gold. That's pretty cheap. I got a new soldier for only 6 gold. You order the gold to be paid and the recruitment is done. The armed man says, hurrah, bows, then leaves the court to collect his equipment. Arturo says, was it a bribe though? I think Arturo, you're overthinking. Or maybe you're more cautious than I am. Ryan says, Mark, the Mad Max movies are great, even the newest one. I'm taking away your nerd pop culture. I saw, I saw Beyond Thunderdome for sure. But not the first one fully. Yeah, he's taking away my nerd credit. Oh well, I guess I'm not a nerd anymore. Next visitor. You're visited by an apprentice who claims one of your soldiers threatened him. He seeks reparation and a promise it will not happen again. Okay, that's why I'm definitely letting Arturo choose. I'm not gonna... Oh. I'm being silent. You're choosing Arturo.
Don't say anything.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not gonna taint... What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna eat a Twizzler. Arturo's S3. What a surprise. To the dungeon with him.
Who could have guessed?
The apprentice shouts, curse you, may demons burn your lands, as he is taken away.
So you have an extra prisoner.
I have an extra prisoner.
Do stuff with the prisoners?
I had the option to turn one into a bandit before.
Oh yeah, that was the kid. I remember that.
Okay, next visitor. Excuse me. Arturo says you can either side with your guard or with an unknown that offers no proof. Arturo, if a guy wants to give me something, I'm not agreeing to any terms unless he says it. And if he tries anything, I could just say, no, we didn't agree to anything. What about this one? 13 gold to hire a guy? I'm going to refuse. I don't know. I don't know what's the normal going rate for a soldier. I'll go with 2. He says, how rude, and storms out. He's Stephanie Tanner from Full House suddenly. Next visitor. You are visited by an armed man who claims to be an outlaw. He offers to pay you 747 gold to forgive society's outlaws. Yeah, so many misspelling. This should be society singular apostrophe S, not plural. Or if we're talking about multiple societies outlaws, it would be, I don't think so. It would be an apostrophe right over here. But anyway, I'm going to offer this guy to help him with grammar and spelling. Ryan says 3 then 4. I guess he changed his mind to 4. I can accept his offer, refuse his offer, execute him. To the dungeons with him. Or why should I? I would like to ask, give me, prod him for more info. Like, why should I? Arturo says 1. He wants to accept the offer. Oh my goodness.
You want to put a bunch of outlaws back into society?
Wait, did we already use his 1? We already used Arturo's 1 vote,
Yeah, you already.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm considering everybody's vote.
I think 5.
Using 5.
Just ask him why.
Ryan says 4. Arturo says 1. I think I'm going to go with 5 as well. Why should I? I see it from your point of view. The world is a dangerous place. There are some who are cutthroats, yes, but men of Barcelona in their hearts. If you take them back, they will fight for you to the gates of hell. Ryan says 4 still.
So you could get a bunch of soldiers, he's saying.
Sorry?
Right? He's saying you could turn them into soldiers, I guess?
Yes. There are some cutthroats, but...
Could
take them back, they will fight for you. Well, who's...
Depends how many. How many outlaws are there?
Society's all... Okay, I'll accept the offer, as Arturo says. I'm going with Arturo, because Ryan just wants everybody to go to the dungeons. I get 747 gold, and nothing apparent changes besides that. It's one thing that's not clear to me. Could there be variables under the hood that are changing? Or is it literally just the outcome that is stated? Well, I can't really scroll back to it for some reason. Like, in other words, did I just gain gold and that's it? Or is there something else that could possibly be happening under the hood? Next visitor. A shady man arrives in your court and invites you to play a coin flip game. He tells you it will cost you 10 coins per play. You can call heads or tails. The coin is flipped, and if you are correct, you win double your bet. He has 120 gold to bet with. I'll do it once, fine.
Do it, and if you lose, send him to the dungeon.
Force him to give you all his gold. That's gonna ruin my public opinion. That's the point.
Yeah, 4 will.
I'm just gonna play heads. Heads. I win. Yay, 10 gold. Okay, that's it. I'm done playing. Okay, I kind of want to hire a steward now to help manage this. Let's see. What was that in the managed staff? Because there's just so many of those people. Hire a steward.
I feel like you could go through them pretty quickly.
Think I should just go through it fast?
I mean, you could.
Okay, why don't I just go through it fast, and we'll see what happens next year. Am I going to have that many next year, or is it going to be not that many? Okay, so we're going to just try to plow through this. Problem is I like everybody to contribute ideas, and that takes some time.
Yeah, that'll take a while.
I'll just try to go through the obvious ones quickly. Man accused of being part of a small gang of bandits at the outskirts of my land. Asked him to explain himself. These guards have got in for me. Asked the arresting guards for a statement. Well, if I'm honest, no, probably not.
I think 2.
Dungeons. It's generally believed he is innocent.
Oh.
+1 prisoner, -1 public opinion. Visited by a man who claims to be from the black market. You must find and capture the black market in the near north. It holds great riches, magic, and mystery. Thank him for the information. Black market in the north, was it? Man begins tearing up with happiness. Let me write this down. I might have to keep notes. Capture it for great riches. Here he begins tearing up with happiness before wiping the tears up, smiling and leaving. I don't think I really want to go through 49 of these. Even if each one take like 30 seconds, come on. Let's get this steward. Okay, so which steward do we want? You may speak to each of them to learn of their skills and talents. Okay, we have Sir Alicage The Intellectual Apprentice 4, or the fourth. Garrick the Meditative, or Ceolwald. We saw that name before. He was fighting Malamar. Ceolwald the Scrawny War Screamer. Right, sorry, I'm going down rabbit hole. Quote rabbit hole. Okay. Prepare to meet Callie in hell. Yeah, that's Indiana Jones. Okay, let's talk to. I'm sure anybody who has the title War Screamer or Scrawny War Screamer is a very pleasant fellow. Let's go down the list. This is number 1. I'm Sir Alicige, the Intellectual Apprentice, the 4th. My most recent superiors have left positive reviews. 10 out of 10 would hire as steward again. Okay. Garrick the Meditative. Hello, I'm Garrick the Meditative. I saw a book about stewards on a shelf in an old shop once, and that probably qualifies me.
He sounds good to me.
Yeah. But he's kind-hearted, apparently. But he's kind-hearted. This guy is Millie. What does that mean?
Military?
Military, okay. Ceolwald, the Scrawny War Screamer the 3rd. I make good decisions. It's what I do. And I will imprison any who oppose you. Please hire me. I'll make up with the edges here that gets cut off. Please hire me.
He's Arturo.
He's Arturo?
Because he'll imprison anyone.
Yeah, the dungeoneer. He puts everybody in the dungeon. I'm going to go with Ryan's
I military is good.
I don't see what's good about number 2. He just read a book about diplomacy. Or whatever he said. Book about stewards. Let's go with number 1.
Because you can get more army.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with another champion. I'm gonna get Old Malin Blackbeard. Okay. So what the heck do I do now? I guess I can just hit end of year if I want. Does that mean the steward will pick up all the slack of all these other guys? I don't know.
I think that's how it works.
Let's check visit. Yeah, probably. Let's do visit other buildings though. There's other things. There's a prison, but I don't have a library. I don't have an artifact hall. No explorer guild. No training ground. No hall of order.
Okay. You can visit the prison.
Let's visit the prison where everybody's like, "Boo! This idiot threw me in." You visit your prison. It's a small walled building that has a maximum capacity of 1,000 total inmates. How many do I have? 10 total prisoners. They look like that. That's probably the guard or something. Order to... Okay, these guys are going to start screaming for number 2 now. Right, Arturo and Ryan? Order 2 prisoners to fight to the death. Also, there's no labor yard, so I can't choose that. Speak to a prisoner.
Maybe 6,
What's
actually.
That?
I wonder what 6 would...
Arturo calls for 2 with more exclamation points than he had used all evening.
And you can't turn them into like bandits or whatever you said.
Yeah, well, I'll try it once. Maybe there's some benefit to it. It's probably going to make my public opinion worse even more.
No one has to know.
That's true. The guards might let it out. You know, the king, he just walked into the prison and said, "You and you fight to the death." And now we only have 9 prisoners instead of 10. You can also speak to a prisoner, change the rules of the prison, upgrade the prisoner, close the prison. Oh, just let them all out. What is the rules? I was curious. You can close the prison, declare mass execution law. I'm not going to let them look at that. I'm going to cover it. Oh, nothing to see.
2 is not an option.
Allow overzealous arrests, which gets you more prisoners per turn. That's what we do in real life sometimes, I think. Oh no, Ryan says, hold on. I can only do one horrible thing at a time. I'm going back. I'm just taking a peek.
Make them fight to the death first.
Okay, I'm going to make 2 prisoners fight to the death. There we go. Sir Grillron, the tax dodger, versus Sir Vidan, or Vidan, the murderer.
Of course the murderer is going to win.
The murderer's probably going to beat a tax dodger, unless he's a good punch dodger as well.
Good, yeah.
Vidan barely touches. Vidan misses. Vidan lands a hard punch. Vidan lands a hard punch. Vidan lands a punch. Does the other guy ever get to attack? Vidan lands a bone-shattering punch, probably killing him right now. Sorry?
The guy's not even fighting back.
Yeah. Fighting's finally over. The winner How the fight is Servi then. The murderer murdered again.
And now there's just one person dead. That's all that did, I think.
How many prisoners do I have? 9. Okay, that did. Yeah.
Maybe we should try it again in case something might happen this time.
Are you serious?
I don't know.
You need more prisoners to talk to. I can't talk anymore because I killed one of them. Okay. You guys really want me to have the mass execution law?
I don't know about that.
I think that's
you want
only.
a high population, unless it's like getting really high.
Yeah, I can hold 1,000 prisoners, so I think that's only if you're starting to get high. You want to set that maybe. This one.
You can just hire them as bandits.
You can do that, yes.
And then you have more guys. Right.
Just close the prison and set them all free. All right, I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm not doing mass execution laws. Ryan says I'm running for world supreme leader. Hopefully Arturo will be my vice supreme chancellor. I'm not doing the math. I'm thinking practically now. Okay. This game's crazy.
Game seems fun though.
It is fun. I'm having fun. Should I get more troops just for kicks?
Do you need to?
I don't know. I guess not.
I think you're good on troops for now.
Yeah. Should I just end the year and see how that works?
Yeah, sure. We got 24 left.
Yeah, let's end the year. It's not gonna kill us to even if there's more stuff I can do. You know, if it's not like min-max. I'm playing on a super easy level. Let's just see what happens. It's cool. Okay, so
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay, he's going to the bathroom, folks. End current year. I'll have to tell you what happens then. Whoa. I don't know what it's. Okay, first of all, the pounding drums are playing. I have to make the sound volume a little lower. Okay, my king, what are your orders? This is from the High General. Okay, so I guess when you hit end of year, you have a chance to attack. I definitely want to kill these rebels, but I wish I bought more troops anyway if I'm going to do that. I'm probably okay. I'm going to wait for Rob Bob to see this stuff. But I'm definitely going to pick one, attack the rebels. We could also attack Holy Plateau Halflings. So many people are at war. Does that mean, by the way, with us? Or they're just at war in general? That's what I'm not sure of. Arturo says he's in for being the Vice Supreme Chancellor, I guess. Yeah, I have to make it a point to see Mad Max sometime soon, right? I definitely have to correct that error. I think I actually saw the end of it once at my wife's old apartment when we were first dating. Are you there, Rob Bob? I heard a click. It'd be funny if one day, speaking of quotable movies, if Rob Bob goes to the bathroom and then it's like the scene in The Naked Gun where he's on the mic and he goes to the bathroom and he's like, oh, he's singing really loudly, like, oh. Leslie Nielsen's character doing that. I always think sometime on a stream someone's gonna do that. I actually did hear a flush once on a work call. It was like a large meeting though, so I have no idea who it was. And I didn't hear the whole peeing process, just the flushing. Hey, he's back. So Rob Bob, when we have the when we hit end of year, we are first given well, the High General asks us what our orders are and we can attack somebody. So I'm thinking of attacking the rebels. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Attacking the rebels. General Goran Pikener. A day will come one day where the rebellion is no more.
That day is today.
We can do a quick battle with the least chance of casualty. That's a skirmish. Raid their lands, plunder their goods, but with some risk. Invade, capture rebel lands, but with a high chance of fatality. I need some more information before I decide a course of action. Let's try that. They have only 2 territories to their name. One more push and will be on the doorstep of their capital. They have a little bit of gold in their vaults, so a raid may be worth considering. Okay, shall I do a raid?
Let's
go for the raid. What's that?
Consider it.
Alright, let's do a raid. My lord, we need to discuss the makeup of our attacking force. Who and how many shall we send? Okay. A mob of peasants.
You
It's
just
Enrico
only send the
Palazzo.
peasants.
How many peasants?
I thought you had, actually, no, never mind.
Sorry?
I thought you had 7,000 before, but I don't think that's right.
4,000. And 700 soldiers. And 18 knights. Goblin tribal.
Other ones died, I guess. But at least
All
that-
goblin tribal berserkers. And our one ogre brute. Oh, also the Haggard the Titan of Steel. Yeah, send him.
Certain tagged.
And old Mullen Blackbeard. He can stay. My lord, do you wish to watch the battle take place or just hear about it afterward in the battle report? Let's watch it take place. Because he kill. I always want to watch the battle. Don't ask me again, or I never want to watch the battle. Okay, here we go. We're going to watch the battle. You guys ready? Raiding the rebels. The rebel scum who think that my Sword in the Stone event was not good enough to make me king.
That's how you're supposed to elect the king.
Exactly. What are they, stupid? Here we go. A windy night sky sweeps the battlefield before the two armies clash. Low likelihood of weather events during the battle.
Also,
25.
there's weather.
Sorry?
I didn't know there was weather.
There's weather in the game, yeah. Plus 25% raid defense battle strength bonus for the rebels. Oh, why is that?
Because it's windy, I guess? I don't know.
I think it might be a normal defense thing. I don't know. Here we go. Through harsh winds, your army marches toward to meet the opponent. I'm going to adjust the volume again. I made it lower because that drum beating was quite crazy loud. All right. Through harsh winds, your army marches forward to meet the opponent. A lone arrow is loosed, and with that, your army charges out. They kill one peasant with the lone arrow.
Alright. And
Look at
how
there.
many of them did you...
Sorry?
Oh no, okay, never mind. I thought you didn't fight yet. Okay.
Right. Look at our army size, though. This should be cake, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, they killed 7 peasants, and I only killed 3 of them.
Well, it's probably because it's a raid.
As the battle rages on, a group of local hunters. As the battle rages on, a group of local hunters pass by and notice the fight. Seeing your banner, they shout, "For us, Lona!" and then fire a volley of arrows at the rebels. The strong winds blow most of them away, but some hit. Enemy losses: 7 soldiers killed, 1 peasant killed. Wait, if negative 7 soldiers are killed, does that mean 7 of them come back from the dead? No one side can take the advantage, but both fight on with equal force and attempt to crush the other. Your losses: 3 soldiers, 26 peasants. Their losses: 11 soldiers, 12 peasants. Keep going. In the midst of this fighting, several large war axes are thrown from behind some trees to the side of the battlefield by unknown assailants. Many of them hit fighters on the battlefield. Your losses: 1 soldier, 8 peasants. Enemy losses: 4 soldiers, 2 peasants. Some random guys throwing large axes from behind trees at both sides. You fight forward and gain the advantage of managing to completely overrun the rebels. Your losses: 3 peasants. Enemy losses: 61 soldiers, 81 peasants. They're
Andy
all
won.
dead. What's that? I won,
Said
yes.
Andy won.
We won, hooray! The rave of the success, and your troops begin looting all they can. It's a fine day for a battle. 501 gold looted from the rebels, and therefore they lose 501 gold. And -6 relation. So they don't like us. They already hated us. I should just finish them off next turn. Maybe I'm getting too overconfident. Your troops managed to salvage 3 chests of loot. Woohoo, loot chests! A loot crate, everybody! Ryan says, we all know the best movie quote of all time is, "They're coming to get you, Barbara." That's my message sound, he says. Anytime anybody messages you, like on your phone, it plays that. What if you're having like a long conversation? "They're coming to get you. They're coming to get you,
What if
Bob.
you're
They're
talking to
coming to
someone named Barbara?
get You open the chest and find a finely decorated obsidian pot inside. It is worth 199 gold coins, 2 chests remaining. You open the chest and find a silver nose ring inside. Alright, stick it right in there. Worth 15 gold coins, 1 chest remaining. You open the chest and find a royal dwarven amulet inside, worth 160 gold coins. With the battle over, you are brought a battle report showing troop losses and survivors. Sure, let's view the battle report. The rebels lost a total of 183 troops. You lost a total of 48 troops. 4,675 of the 4,723 troops you sent survived the battle. Ryan says, yeah, that's my text and the opening theme is my ringtone. Wow, that's cool. And it has a detailed breakdown. You can see each type of death. For me, I lost 44 peasants and 4 soldiers. And you can actually pay some egghead to create a fancy battle report with percentages for 20 gold. What am I going to do with that? Like, it would tell me, for example, I lost, 1% of my troops or whatever. I'm curious just to see it, actually, but
I like how it calls them an egghead.
it's an egghead. Some math nerd to say. Stop viewing battle reports. Oh, we're under attack from Ulac. Uh-oh. So many of my troops were not home, so to speak. Alright, let's just do it. I don't have any choice, right? Let's watch the battle. You have 5,772 men. So, oh yeah, that means my guys were able to fight from home, I think. Yeah, I guess so. Your men are spread equally across your land, and so 204 defenders guard this one. Okay. The militia have sent 43 troops to assist the defense. Your 204 defenders prepare for battle, 43 militia peasants. You have 247 defenders in total. A full moon adorns the battlefield before the two armies clash. No weather events during battle due to calm weather. Plus 50% invasion defense battle strength bonus for you.
How is that?
I don't know.
No more
sure.
wind also.
Yeah, they had a plus 25%, the rebels, last time. But I don't know what determines that. Because both times there was no bad weather. Unless the full moon somehow does it.
I think the wind last time was the reason. Because it kept saying something about the wind.
Okay. Beneath the full moon, the Ulac arrive. From the warband, one charges forward yelling. Shortly afterwards, the rest of them follow. There's a bunch of goblins attacking me, and they're all like, it's like a suicide. Yeah, this is dumb. Why did they attack me? Okay, you fight forward. Well, I'm playing the super easy level.
Yeah.
To be fair. You fight forward and gain the advantage, managing to completely overrun the Ulac. Enemy losses, 37 goblins, 10 goblin berserkers, 3 goblin warlords. Your losses, 1 peasant. The invading force of the Ulac was stopped and put to death by your brave defenders. Hurrah! Ryan says, my wife just reminded me that I quote Day of the Dead all the time. She's never seen it, but I do Captain Rhodes all the time. Captain Rhodes is like, I'm running this monkey farm now. Battle report. Let's view the battle report. They lost 50 troops. I lost 1. And it was a peasant. I don't need to pay an egghead to break that down into percentages for me. You receive a report of the goings-on in the last year. Okay, this is the year in review, I guess. You can read through it in detail, look at a more simplified version, or create and view your own custom report. This game's crazy. It lets you do like so much. Okay, let's start with the simple report. Okay. Income. You receive this amount of gold, 24,000 gold from trade, harvest, tax, and tribute. 20 gold from your 1 caravan route. Your peasants earn you 4,802 gold from this year's harvest. You earn 29 gold in interest from your stored gold. I try to have money in the bank too. Troop changes. You enlist 298 peasants from your 29 lands. Due to your forgiveness of outlaws, 54 free outlaws enlist in your army. That was a good call. Your knights train 135 peasants into soldiers. And Ryan says, LMAO, you nailed it, Mark. I guess I'm running this monkey farm now. Notable events. Due to events and personal policy, in other words, listening to Ryan and Arturo, your public opinion has changed by -3.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad,
I
no, because
think.
we had like 40 to start with, right?
Yeah.
Ryan says, hey, he got the full quote here. Whenever they disagree with me, I'm running this monkey farm now, Frankenstein, and I want to know what the bleep you're doing with my time. I had to see that movie. It's been a long time. Your heavy defense palisade managed to prevent 4 raids from happening. 4? They only mentioned 1, right?
That's because they were prevented, I guess.
I guess. Yeah, maybe that's a separate thing. Raids prevented from happening. Okay, militia recruits 417 new peasants this year. The Great Orange Hand Mercenary Group has disbanded. The Savage Frost Mercenary Company Mercenary Group has disbanded. Cardon's White Hand save a small village from a rival bandit group's raid. Need an apostrophe here. Come on, guys. Get with the grammar. Raid gaining 18 Ned.
What are Neds?
Well, obviously the cutoff. I'm trying to think of what it is, though. Alright. Vidhall, the pyromaniac, defeated Uthenon, the outsider, in the Grand Arena. Battle reports. Barcelona raided the lands of the rebels. The Arak attempted to invade your lands. The bandits lost a skirmish with the Humgrat. Cursed Ogre tribe attempted to invade the lands of the unceasing dreamers, but were unsuccessful or unlucky. Total finance. Your treasury has increased by 28,043 gold, and your bank has increased by 29 gold in interest. That was the simple report. I'm going to glance at the detail without reading it all out loud, because it's going to take a long time. Jeez, it's like every little detail. I'll tell you every little payment you have to make in wages. So I had to pay all this to my soldiers, for example. Oh, look at this. Due to your forgiving outlaw policy, public opinion dropped by 1. They don't like that I did that. Due to your bank tax, public opinion dropped by 1. Okay, I have so much money, I can, reduce taxes or something. Make people happy. Customizer. What is it? I just want to see what it lets you choose. I'm not really going to do this. Like, you choose all the things you want to see or something? Yeah, look at this one. What do you guys think of this? I think I like this game. I don't know if I'll play it regularly. It's like so much. Maybe I will, though. I don't know.
Maybe we could do continuation next stream. I don't know.
Wow, it's already 11:30. Well, are you heading to bed, Rob?
I guess I'll go in like 15 minutes.
Okay. Independent Kingdom. Steward Salazar Sun Soul demands you cease tribute if you wish to retain Holy Plateau Halfling Kingdom as a vassal, or there will be a revolt. Okay. I didn't know they were my vassal. Excuse me. So Ryan says, see, they want you to be tough on crime. Tough on crime? What are you, San Francisco?
I mean, you have a lot of money.
I got a ton of money.
I don't think you need tribute from them.
Change the laws of the land. I'm gonna make taxes lower. Can I end the banking tax? End the land. If you end the land tax, you get a large Well, can't I just reduce it a little instead of just outright ending? I need to make money somehow. I guess I could just raid more people. Subsidized militia. More militia recruits cost 1K a year. Tax, tax. What's that number 6? Tax people's tax. More tax equals more tax. What is that saying?
The tax on taxes. I think.
Probably.
That's weird.
Oh no, I didn't want to do it. Now they hate me. I have to declare a tax on other taxes. I'm gonna end it. Okay, so I still lost a net of 6. That sucks. Here, let's end the land tax. +4 public.
Okay.
They can't bet in the arena anyway, so that maybe if I remove the gambling tax, I'll get some popular opinion. I mean, it won't make a difference. +1 public opinion. Alright, I have to have some taxes though. Ryan just says send them to the dungeon. Goblin policies. What I can do is pay 4 gold bounty per goblin head. Begin the goblin celebration. Woo! So this is the next year, by the way, if it wasn't clear. And Ryan says 8 election social policies. I think I didn't really go over these laws I can change before. I can pay alms for the poor, 2,900 gold per year. Hire the love cult to increase public order. Who's a love cult? That's a strange name. Let's do alms for the poor because I'm nice. +5 public opinion. Okay. I shouldn't care too much about public opinion. I just don't want to accidentally destroy it by pressing a button incorrectly. Crime policies. Close the prison. I don't want to do this stuff. The love cult. Celebration. Everybody celebrates all the time. I want more people. Declare free enlistment. Game some soldiers each turn. What's the downside of doing that? Forceful enlistment. I can't do that. It's an X. But it says active already. 3. Declare no enlistment. No recruits will join you. 4. Ban local militia. No militia. 5. Cease peasant training. Stops peasants from being turned into soldiers. What's the downside of doing free enlistment? Let me just try it. I don't know. +1 public. I guess they have to pay to enlist normally? No, I don't know. I don't think so. That makes sense. Oh, look, we can do Bandit Scourge. Offer a 5 gold reward for bandits. Longer harvest hours. Peasants work hard, but issues may arise. Enforce laws. It's good to enforce laws once in a while. Ryan says there's probably some turquoise love cult in northern New Mexico right now. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Turquoise? Force everyone to wear hats. What? That was my wife at our wedding. All the ladies had to wear a hat.
You should do 4, I think.
Sorry?
I said you should do 4.
I should make everyone wear hats. Rename the kingdom. Declare a different number for our current year. It is now the year 3. If you don't like it, tough noogies into the dungeon. Change your personal title and your noble and royal title. So my noble title is Lord, royal title King. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my noble title is now Fart Lord. You make the change and the Lord title will now be changed to Fart Lord. Yeah, let's offer 5 gold reward for bandits. The scribe notes down your demands on a scroll and heads off to action them. You have declared a bandit scourge. Scrolls and the notices are spread around the land, stating a 5 gold reward to any bandits captured and brought to your guards. This action has also ended the forgive out. Oh, forgot about that. The forgive outlaws edict you issue. +4 public opinion, -4 general bandit level in the realm. Okay. Right? No, it's not left field that I said my wife made everyone wear hats. There's a law in the game to make everyone wear hats, so that's why I mentioned that. And I love cult because again, I don't know what you mean by a turquoise love cult though. Like why the color turquoise? All right, let's we got 186 visitors waiting in the throne room. What's the steward doing? Is he doing anything? Send in the next visitor. Let's do some of them manually. We were visited by a hunter who says his son moved to a foreign land for work and has since risen to a high position, often sends gold and treasure back home. He wishes to give you a small cut of it. I take it. Arturo thinks I'm agreeing to some kind of measures when this happens. I don't think I am though. Just get money. Next visitor. You're visited by a young beggar who claims one of your soldiers threatened him. He seeks reparations and promises it will not happen again. Excuse me. No, sorry. Refuses request. -1 public opinion, because word gets out that your soldiers can do as they wish with impunity. Next visitor. You're visited by a stable hand who has won heaps of gold betting on a recent Ryan. Oh, Arturo says no such thing as free money. Okay. I think in this game there might be sometimes. Stablehand won heaps of gold betting on a recent fight in the arena, but has brought it to you for the betterment of the realm. Sure, I'll take it. Next visitor. You are visited by a farmer who said the dispute needs to be settled. His neighbor broke one of his gates and won't pay for a new one. This is going all the way up to the king. Come on. Fine, make the neighbor pay. Farmer smiles and leaves. Next visitor. This is a big one. You are visited by a young man who says a dispute needs to be settled. Hello, glorious one. I am but a lad. This I understand. My father works me like a slave and wants me to stay doing lowly farm work. But I am wasted farming. Does that mean he's drinking on the job? I wish to be a trader, and I already have a few willing to provide me with the starting gold I'll need to set up. But my father won't let me leave the farm. I escaped to come to you first. There's no way you could argue with your word. Ryan says 3.
I don't think you should do 3.
I'm gonna do 2 or 1. I'm gonna do 2. I think I can be firm with him without throwing him into a dungeon. Ryan says I'm changing the laws so Arturo can run and win the U.S. presidency. Woohoo! Listen to your father. -1 public opinion. Oh, every time you're stern in this game. And of course, Ryan and Arturo are both telling me to throw him into the dungeon. You're visited by a traveling jester who says, "Hello, I've been saving my best joke for you. Will you hear it? Sure." Throw him to the dungeon. Did you hear about the wizard who was arrested for drunk driving? He had his license E. I gotta fix this issue. I don't know if it's a bug or it's me. I feel like it's probably me. Can I go into the game options? It was a good joke, okay joke, terrible, good enough to be paid. The joke was so bad that the dungeon was offered to hire him as a member of staff. Alright.
A bad joke. He was E. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that might be bad enough for the dungeons. I don't know. Arturo says 5.
Yeah, you should do 5.
Traveling Jester looks at you angrily and hisses, +1 prisoner.
Hey, at least you didn't lose public opinion.
I didn't lose public opinion that time. You're visited by a guard who says you are doing a great job ruling the realm. Thank you. The man smiles and bows to you and then says, bless you with all my heart, my king. Rumors of your friendliness spread, +1 public opinion.
You could have also sent him to the dungeon.
You're visited by an armed man who seeks glory and wants to find it fighting for you. Sure, you can enlist. +1 soldier. What is my steward doing? Can I see that? Manage the number of visitors. Tell everyone to go away. I no longer want visitors. I'd like to send away some of the throne room visitors. Set a maximum number per year. I don't get what the point is of setting a maximum, though. Do they get angry if they can't see you? Or?
If you just don't want to deal with more, I guess.
You're visited by a knight. He claims he is here to pay his respects to you. Thank him. Ask him of his adventures. 3. Request he join your ranks. 4. Have him removed from your court. 5. To the dungeons with him. Ryan says 3. Okay. Request he joins your rank.
He is a knight.
Let's do it. The knight begins tearing up with happiness. Before wiping the tears up, he smiles and leaves the collected equipment. +1 knight. We'll got another knight. Oh, Ryan says 5 now. I think his 3 was for the previous option. Of course, he wanted the dungeon. So we hire more people? Hire more people! Recruitment
I think you have enough
upgrade.
people.
I know, probably. Let's get more Goblin Berserkers. I want all the Goblin Berserkers. I took all of them. Okay, what else? More knights, or I don't know. I guess I don't know. 20 people. How many do I have? I have 6389 men, but I don't know exactly how many of each type. Disband units. I thought it might show me what I have there. So. Troop wages. Everybody gets a bonus. Oh, that's not good. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm getting 2 gold each because I am pretty wealthy. Knights get more too. Woohoo! Money, money all around. Mark, Orion says, Mark, thanks heavens are true, and I will be in charge. You can be our official YouTube streamer. Okay, I'm too weak for them, so I can just stream on YouTube while they run the land. Arrange diplomacy, rebels. I don't want to bribe them. About the rebels. I'll be streaming from a dungeon. Can I just try to sit down with them and say, I'm gonna kill you unless you give me some money? Should we go kill them? I have to end the year to do that. Let's talk to the Ashlona militia. You call forth the head of the militia, Brunwolf the boat. He's so big, he's a boat. Who arrives, he is the boat, yes. Who arrives eager to hear what you have to say. Give the militia orders. Check the militia's stats. Speak to the leader. Build upgrades to the militia. What is the militia? What exactly is the militia? The militia is a group of loosely organized peasants from your realm. They can be ordered to help your own troops defend your lands or to stay out of the way. When hiring peasants from the Hire Troops menu, you are hiring them from the militia. If you hire them all, the militia temporarily disbands until more men join. Once hired to your own army, the peasants will work the field and produce income for you and can be used in battle and will automatically defend your lands. Check the militia's stats. There's 597 of them. Defensive is their stance. Their weapons are sticks, pitchforks, and old tools. Leader perk, bulked stock plus. Plus 10 gold cost to hire, plus 20 battle score. Okay. Let's give them orders. Ask them to stop getting involved in military affairs. No. Get involved in more defensive action. I think I'll just leave them alone. I don't know. These will become peasants. I don't need more peasants. I got 5,000 plus. Okay, what about the independent territories? Actually, let's check them out. Your diplomat brings you a list of all known independent kingdoms and territories. You may look into each of them and learn of their race, culture, and lore, as well as to conduct diplomacy with them. Okay, what about the Blood-Bannered Tribal Council? -3 faction relation. Your head diplomat, Old Kroll, tells you that diplomatic action with the Blood-Bannered Tribal Council is not possible due to their lack of civility and savage nature. He confirms that they dislike us and see us as an enemy. Whatever. What about Humgrat? They're independent. That name came up before, but I don't recall the context. Humgrat. Trade and diplomacy, kingdom information. They have about 5,000 units, by the way, and they're all damned plateau orcs. Can have a trade agreement with them, send them a gift of gold, hire troops, go for an alliance, huh? What about trade agreement? They're happy to trade with you, but claim that trade rights are a lucrative deal for you and charge you an initial fee of 1,000 gold. That's crap. I refuse.
I think you could afford it.
Yeah.
Too late.
I can go back and do it. I don't know. Want to try it?
Yeah.
What does the trade deal even do? I guess you make money each
Make money over time.
Yeah, probably money over time, like with
I think
the.
it'd be worth it.
All right, we'll see what it does. Pay the 1,000 gold fee. Plus 18 relation with them and a trade route now. Okay. Unique locations. Huh. Why don't we go exploring? Speaking of unique locations.
Okay.
Let's go exploring. Explore the realm. So my notes say there's a black market in the north that I can capture for great riches. But I haven't tried the west yet. What's that?
I was gonna say you should go north, but alright, do the west, I guess.
Let's try the west once and then we'll do the north. Denland is one of the most peaceful places in all the realms. Little more than farmland and workers, and hardly any room for trouble at all. The land is fertile, and the folk are mostly happy. Okay, let's explore here. Wander aimlessly. Alright, I'll try again. Oh, I want to go to the north place. So let's try that. Slaver's Fort. Okay. You arrive at the Slaver's Fort. There are many men and slaves here. The fort is guarded by an army of slavers and slave soldiers, and all around you see rich merchants and petty lords bargaining for slaves.
Attack.
That's a lot of men. I know I have a lot more men. It depends what kind they are. If they're all like soldier types, then
Well, it's kind of a mix, I think.
I can just buy this. But I wonder if that would reduce their numbers if I buy their slave soldiers.
You could see him just buy one.
I could. I have a feeling it's not gonna, but let me try it anyway. So they have 1543 men garrisoned here. What if I buy one slave soldier? What was the number I said?
43.
Yeah, so it did reduce them. Should I do it? Just buy a bunch of them and then we'll all attack?
And then you attack with the people that you just bought.
Exactly. Wait,
I don't know if that's worth it.
I don't even know if I can attack. I have to enter their great hall is an option though. Oh, here's attack. Yeah, okay, done.
I think you should attack.
Should I buy them all?
You could buy them all, then attack, and then I don't know if you'd be able to get your gold back after, though.
Yeah, that's a fun idea. Let's just do it. We have to wrap up the stream soon anyway.
Yeah, I gotta go. I should probably go soon, but I want to see the fight.
Okay, so what
I'll
does
go right
buying a
after.
slave do if it's not a slave soldier? Oh, that's all of them. Look, they add up, right? These.
You could just buy all the slaves and
Wait,
soldiers.
do they add up? It's very close, but not quite.
Maybe they have a few people who aren't slaves.
All right, I'm gonna buy all the slave soldiers. Here we go. Join me for freedom, slaves. And maybe this counts as peasants? Just curious more than anything. No, it's a slave. Okay, a separate thing called slave. I don't want to have slaves. That's evil.
Yeah. You can release them, probably, I think.
Probably. Should I try enter or just attack? I want to see. I almost want to see what happens when enter, but I'm afraid that might.
happens when enter, I think.
I'm afraid that might prevent me from attacking something. I'll have to try it.
Okay.
You enter the great hall of the slavers' fort. The room is full of slaves, hard at work cleaning and maintaining the hall, which itself is a marvel to behold. In the center of the room, the slaver master sits menacingly on a black marble throne. I can talk to the slave master. Oh, Ryan is out. Okay. Thanks for joining, Ryan, and making me throw people into dungeons. Have a good night, and
Bye,
maybe
Ryan.
see you next time, possibly. Let's talk to the slave master. You approach the slave master. He greets you coldly with a gaze that feels almost penetrating. What is your name? My name is not common knowledge, nor shall it be. Tell me about this place. This is the Slaver's Fort, the most ancient surviving home of the art of slavery. How long have you ruled? A long time, but not nearly long enough. What do you do here? I maintain order. Slavers can be trouble, egotistical, narcissistic, and violent. There have been wars in the past, but not now. Now we have order. Just as the slaves are beneath slavers, they are beneath me. Offer to buy the slavery operator. Tell him to close the fort down. Make me. Alright, here we go. Let's make him. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's watch a slave brawl first. Slave master calls in two slaves and orders them to fight the court crowds around, and the two slaves spend no time waiting before charging into each other violently. Tyburn versus Uhtred. It looks like Tyburn has a lot more hit points. Tyburn lands a bone-shattering punch on the opponent.
They even have like shackles.
Yeah. Tyburn touches the opponent with a wide swing. Barely touches. And barely touches again. And lands a light punch. And lands a punch. Is it always that one guy keeps going until he misses? Is that it? I'm just wondering.
No.
Lands a hard punch. It seems very often that one guy just keeps wailing on the other. The fight is finally over. The winner of the fight is Tyburn the Enslaved. Okay, let's go kill them now.
Tech.
Let's send all the troops this time.
I was laughing because he said my fart lord.
Fart Lord. A skirmish is a good way to weaken the enemy with little risk of life chance. Yeah!
Alright, that's good. Actually, I'm killing all of them.
The skirmish was a success. Your men bask in glory. They lost 1,018 men. I lost 40. Alright, now I'm going to enter the Great Hall. Can I kill this guy? Or he's gone already. Okay.
Probably fled.
Probably killed him or he fled. Yeah. I was hoping I could say, alright, I made you. Now what?
Yeah.
View the punishment wall. Ooh. Punishment walls where disobedient slaves are taken and chained here. There. They need to fix the grammar here. Come on. Taken and chained, period. Here they are left to rot until nothing but bones remains as a warning to the other slaves.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, good night, Mr. Rob Bob.
Good night.
See you next time. Have a good night. Okay, he's gone. Now we can start playing the offensive games. Not like games where we have slaves. I'm actually gonna wrap it up soon myself, I think, because I am tired and it's almost midnight. But should I disband the slaver fort because we find it distasteful? Hire slavers. I find this safe. I'm gonna disband it. Declare it, and within moments the fort is evacuated and the slaves are freed. Some view you as a fool for destroying a lucrative business, but the masses view you as a freer of men and a champion of the repressed. Before you know it, the fort is no more than dust, and the slaves are all free. Woohoo! Ruins of the slavers' fort now. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we're gonna explore again. You see the envoy of a foreign king, whose banner you do not recognize. You approach and explain that you too are a ruler of this land, and ask him his business. He claims that he is passing through the realm in search of noble knights to fight for his cause. He will hire a single one of your knights if you so permit. How much is a knight worth? I don't know. It could be a good idea or not. Well, I'll keep my knights. Sorry, ignore. Okay, that's that. That's all my exploration chances for the day, for the year actually. Back to the throne room. Woohoo! You are visited by a village idiot who has brought you a finely decorated obsidian pot found by following a treasure map he found. Okay, thank you, village idiot. I'll take your gold. You are visited by a traveling bard. He asks to play a song for you on his elven lute for the price of 80 gold. I am a beginner. I shall play you a lengthy song. Ask him of his origins. I am a proud member of the Musicians Guild. A source of great joy for all is the guild. Ask his name. The bard reveals his name to be Mord. Ask his name again. The bard says his name is still Mord and hasn't changed since you last asked. Offer to hire him as a member of staff. Okay, I'm going to pay for the performance, see what happens. Cool. You pay the bard their 80 fee to play, plus 2 relation to Musicians Guild. Total relation is 2 and minus 80 gold coins. This is a terrible song. I guess he is a beginner, he said. That was great. Yeah, sure thing. Okay, what do we do here? That was a great performance. That was such a great performance. Pay him a bonus. That was awful. That was acceptable. Remove him from your court. Let him leave your court. Or to the dungeons. Okay, Arturo, if you're there, you can call it. You know, we could just tell him he's bad or remove him without throwing him in the dungeon. But I want to hear what you have to say, Arturo, if you're still there. It says concurrent viewer 0, but we know how it lies, so maybe you're still there. Let's see. I'm thinking of just maybe doing 3 or 6. 3, 5, or 6. Like telling him it's awful or removing him or just letting him go. But if you want to call dungeons, I'll do it. But you only have, let's say, 15 seconds left to decide. Because I don't even know if you're there. Or maybe you're doing something else, so maybe you can't type super quickly right now. Oh, the Stu is actually doing a stream right now too. Cool. Stu's game reviews. All right. I guess I am going to just let him leave. Just to get out, please. He leaves. I got my good relationship with their guild for 80 gold, which is not bad, I guess. Next visitor, Traveling Bard again. This is a price of 140 gold. I am a decent musician. Let's see if the music actually sounds a little better. Let's try it. +2 relationship with the Musicians Guild again. Do you have a dragon head? What was he, just snapping his fingers? He's a clicker. Okay, he's a clicker. The clicker nods and awaits your reaction. That was acceptable. The clicker bows before you. Another traveling bard. Or is it the same one? He has to show you the old clicking ways for a price of 144 gold. Pay for an encore. Let's ask you the origins. I'll be honest, I question myself sometimes. What's your career, son? Oh, I'm a finger clicker. I mean, really? Then again, you're a king, aren't you? I guess I'm doing something right. He's a comedian, too. Ask his name. Caesar. Alright. I'm not going to pay for an encore. Let him leave. Next. A traveling game master visits your court and invites you to play a popular tavern game called Sudden Death. He says the game costs 20 gold per play, and the prize is double your 20 gold. He says he plays Western rules. He has 140 gold to bow. Yeah, let's try it. How to play Sudden Death. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Shit. Okay. I hit refuse by accident. I want to get the rules. An expert musician. Okay, let's let the expert musician play me a song. My father crafted it for me for the Woody ad. His name is Lauren. Listen to the song. Notice that the expert bard is free and the other guys were not. Wow, he can actually play a chord. Still sound like crap. Well, this keeps like kind of starting and stopping. That's the weird thing about it. It's like. I don't know why they make it like. Can't they just make it play a constant sound? Alright. Space. Okay, I'm gonna go with that was a great performance, although I'm exaggerating a little. I'll try the bonus too, because maybe that'll improve my relationship even more. I'm gonna try the bonus. Yeah, it gave me an extra relation to the Musicians Guild. I don't know what the point of this is, but I'm racking up a relationship with them. He wants to play again? Cool, play again. We're getting more of it. I don't want to actually hear it though. spacebar to skip thing needs to actually work though. By the way, I'm putting that logo in the top left because I want to make a logo or find one somehow, or get someone to make. But if I just put that basic one in the corner, it's a nice placeholder until I can get a better one. I think it'll make me want to make a better one there. All right, that was acceptable. We'll go with. Let's go with that's great, but not pay him and see how that differs. Okay, that gave me a +1 relation as well. Cool. No, I don't want to do this anymore. Come on, go away. You're visited by a mysterious cloaked man with a red skin. He offers you a chance at the coin of fate. Should you choose to flip it, you stand to gain either riches or death. Should the coin land on heads, you shall breathe your last breath. Should it land on tails, you will earn a great deal of wealth. Holy crap. Let's do it. I'm going to end the stream anyway. In like maybe about 15 minutes otherwise. Let's see what happens. Is it really going to just end the game though? That would be crazy. Are you watching, Arturo? Anybody watching? Alright, let's do it. Flip the coin of fate. You agree to flip the coin and the man grins. In his hand appears a coin made of a dark black metal. A thin layer of smoke rises from it. On the coin's face is an evil-looking white skull. And on the other side, a diamond. Okay, that's clear which one is which. Coin lands on the skull. Heads it is. You look at the coin and a panic begins to fill you. You stand from your throne, but in this moment, you cannot breathe. A panic fills the throne room, but you're already gone. That's the end of the game. I just died from a coin flip. Congratulations, you either ran your kingdom into the ground or got killed. What is clear is that it's game over. You can either load a new save here or quit and play a new game. Wow. That's it. Alright, that's the taste of Warsim, and it apparently lets you decide if you want to just die according to a 50-50 flip. I guess the idea, if there is such an idea, is that maybe if you're in a desperate situation, you can get rich. But, there's a good chance you'll just end your game. Maybe that's when you would want to use it, practically speaking. But since I'm just kind of totally new to the game, I just decided to try it. And I was like a little bit doubtful that it would really even have that effect. But it did. It had that effect. Alright, so that's it. That is the realm, Warsim, the realm of Essalona. And that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm going to head out now. Thanks for joining me, Arturo, Ryan, and Vextrexer, although at least Ryan and Vextrexer had to leave, I know. Yeah, so I plan to do my next stream on Monday, which will be Monday Game. I don't know what my theme is going to be, but I might come up with something neat. But as far as next Saturday, it's going to be the first Saturday of the month in the month of March. And my current schedule is on the first Saturday of any month. It is Saturday night, Vectrex in the Dark, which is my favorite stream to do. So I can't wait to do that in place of Vectrex games for you. And I will have Rob Bob by my side, so we're going to mostly focus on 2-player Vectrex games, which should be a lot of fun. And we'll also include the Merry Vecmas unboxing, in which I unbox one of my many packages that have accumulated over like the past 2 years. Well, not quite 2 years, but close to it, for Vectrex related stuff, games, and other things, peripherals. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.